Woo woo!
So amazing.
Did I hear my name or no? Did I hear that?
No.
Okay, good.
I just said.
Tim was being a sassy butthole.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fine.
Oh,
I'm gonna go grab a quick drink.
Cool. Lynn, what am I gonna do with you?
I see that it's spelled differently, but every time we say Lynn, I am going to think Lin-Manuel Miranda. And that brings me endless amounts of joy.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if I accidentally rap at you.
Yeah, it's all good. I always enjoy the name Lynn, and my goal is to have Lynn to be well, we'll see. Because he made a good few points. I had a bunch of ideas, and now I'm not sure if I like any of them, but we'll definitely establish something as we go. But because making a deal with a hag, that's like, I mean, not even making a deal. Like, hexbloods are like
Hags in training.
They become hags, so that's no small undertaking. Especially a fighter becoming a hag. I mean, what kind of hag is that gonna be? So I'm trying to figure out if I do decide. Yeah, if I do decide to multi-class later, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. I think like dipping into Archfey Warlock would be fun a little bit, because then we have 3 Warlocks.
3 Warlocks. There is also, you said you're a bounty hunter. You can do Blood Hunter.
Oh yeah, we're starting in a region where magic's looked down upon, and we're all we're hosting a magic party. This is gonna be fun.
That's true. Blood Hunters could be fun, because then I'd be really good at tracking stuff. Because that's actually
You'd be really good at tracking stuff, monsters.
I'm already really good at tracking stuff. I got like 8 proficiencies off the bat.
It uses either Dex or Strength, so whatever you're planning on using, Blood Hunter is great.
I might do that then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Okay, stealth is not one of them, but my stealth is pretty good at +4.
Ooh, Tyler, I googled hag just to see like what I could picture for like a badass fighting hag. Google night hag.
I know what a night hag is, yeah.
That shit looks like it could fuck you up.
I mean, there's no photos, but at some point, if you want to look at the stat block for a nightmare hag, it's ridiculous.
Love it.
Or, I'm sorry, not nightmare. Mirror hag.
Mirror hag.
That stat block is unforgiving, because it does damage to your charisma because of how ugly it is.
Yeah.
And every round, because of how confoundingly distorted and ugly it is, you have to make, like, it's either at disadvantage or you have to make a saving throw, I think, in order to, like, I think you can resist it, and you're immune to it for 24 hours. But it's like, it's kind of like a Medusa thing, where if you look at it, it's gonna be bad.
The emotional parasites?
Yeah, kind of like that.
I think that's what it said.
She does decent damage. Like, one of her at will is like a 4d10 inflict wounds.
Lord.
And then she also has like a bite attack. Anybody that's stunned, it's like 30 or 40 damage.
Yeah.
And right now, my level 6 party is about to fight one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's exciting. So.
Tell him to suck it.
I mean, it's not just gonna be her. It's gonna be it's her and maybe a level 11 warlock and some layer mechanics as well. So I run a hard campaign.
You run a crunchy campaign.
I do, yeah. But I mean, yeah, after this, I mean, this is essentially going to be the end of Act 1 of this campaign, which I've been running since like 2019.
Oh,
dude, that sounds amazing.
We haven't met that much, but mirror hags are. I love hags. I love hags so much.
Side note: did you guys watch D&D Direct?
No.
Not yet, no.
No.
It is a like half an hour thing, and it's clearly like it looks basically like a Nintendo Direct. They unveiled 3 books for Spelljammer returning to 5th edition.
I did see that, yes.
Can't wait
Yeah, I sent Tim the Spelljammer
trailer.
trailer,
Yeah.
but I didn't. I saw
know
the
nothing.
direct, but I didn't watch it.
So we know for a fact that of the 3 books, the 3 books are being sold as one, by the way.
Nice.
Like at once. So the first of the 3 books is just straight up like, you know, a guide to the Spelljammer universe, how the ships work, you know, like player DM handbook for Spelljammer.
Mm-hmm.
The second book is entirely focused on on a monster anthology of Spelljammer creatures, new and old. And the third book is an adventure set for Spelljammer to get things started off.
I like that.
On top of
That's
this,
so exciting.
in July,
Oh.
because this all comes out in August, in July there's going to be a prologue adventure to that adventure.
I love
There
that.
is one thing I want to say before we start. So a while ago, I put in a Kickstarter for. Is anybody here familiar with the Divine Comedy or Dante's Inferno?
Ooh,
I-
yes.
Yeah.
So a while ago on Kickstarter, a group in Italy were putting together a book for a Dante Inferno campaign with like their own archetypes and stories and like their own system, but it was a 5e system, so it's still like the same classes, but it's all based on the poetics of the Divine Comedy, and it's very like, oh guys, I just got the beta PDF for it. Guys, the artwork is like so gothic and gorgeous. Archetypes are so like Christian, like gothic. It's great. Like like everybody, depending on the class you pick, has their sin associated in a certain level in hell, and there are effects that happen when you're in certain levels of hell depending on what sin you committed when you were alive.
Oh my god, that
Yo.
sounds so cool.
That sounds
It's-
sick. I just I had backed a Remarkable Cults campaign. It's from, oh god, I can't remember the name of the company that did it, but it's called Remarkable Cults and Where to Find Them. And I just got it today, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll play that shit.
Oh. Guys, the artwork. It's oh my god.
You'll have to
It's
send
also in it.
pictures to the
I
Discord.
will. Well, it's in English, but they have a copy of it that's also all in Italian. So I'm like, oh.
Alright, here we go. I've also just generated a quick map for where the next one is. Hey! Welcome, Cassigen.
Hey, my friend. What's up?
Yes.
So. It's just Arabian Nights. It's just the cartoon version.
Funny enough, same thing. Michael Gelfie does an absolutely outstanding job. They already have their own. Michael Gelfie Studios already have their own like desert theme that sounds extremely Arabic, like very Arabian Nights esque.
Ooh.
So that's gonna
Like
be a
the
soundtrack that you guys are
sitar
gonna hear. That's a soundtrack you guys are gonna hear quite often.
Yo, Arabian Nights. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So, yeah, welcome everyone. This is the last session, and as well as the beginning of campaigns 1 and the entry of campaign 2. We are doing a little bit of a prologue. I know. Let me go ahead and also change this. And we're here at Northford, where, with the defeat of Xenolich, the world is seeing peace. Already in the other groups, since the last time we came back, everyone is feeling the effects fade away. Other characters have been brought back to life. Some characters are no longer withering away, and the overall feeling of the death curse pulling you closer to death is gone. The world is rejoicing due to the changes that have been. It has been at least a 3-night stay here to recuperate from the events of the fight, as well as any heal off any sort of magical damage that had been dealt by Xenolich, as well as getting a few things in order. We are going to be coming back as a ceremony is being held over at the castle of Deerhallow. Wait, hold on. No. Yeah, in the castle of Deerhallow. Our adventures are being honored and are being doctrined and will have their stories foretold to be spread far and wide. Though they are retiring to greener pastures, we are seeing any final words they wish to unveil. And so we come together with our player characters who maybe have seen each other here and there throughout town in recuperation, but this is the first time you guys have all really sat together in a room. As you can hear the ceremony music off in the courtyard, and you guys are in this kind of like royal den. There's a large table, drinks that you can pick off, snack trays from different from the staff that comes in and out to refill them. And you guys know that in about half an hour, you guys are going to go walk out on stage and be recognized by the residents of Deer Hollow, as well as have this ceremony told of your deeds. How do you feel?
I like to think that Apollonis is kind of like in like his like Sunday best kind of attire and just fidgeting with it. Like, I don't know why they have to make this so uncomfortable. Why can't I not just go out there with my usual clothing? Why I got to look nice?
Well, I get this is like really keeping me a little bit like I gotta move around, you know?
It's very restricting, I agree.
Also, in case it needed to be said, Kumara is dressed in his Sunday best with a little bow tie.
It is. I'm sitting there with Kumara, like kind of mindlessly brushing his head, because Floribunda is feeling almost a little lost right now because she didn't really have a purpose before this mission, and this mission gave her like a big purpose and a lot of feelings, and she wasn't used to that. And now that she had that, she's like, huh, I don't know what's next. And she looks around at her traveling companions around her and just sees them all ready to accept their accolades, and she just smiles. She's like, yeah, this is right.
How about you, Nargiroth?
I'm just relieved. Finally got rid of the threat. It's been threatening my party ever since, I don't know, since the beginning, I guess. Just want to get these accolades over with.
And so, when you guys are all taking this moment of reprieve, you feel a cold chill over your shoulders. Though this chill very much, how do I put this? Strange and surprising is not uncomfortable. Think of like something cooling you off on a hot summer's day, despite the fact that you guys have been in room temperature. And when you look, the fire begins to turn blue, and coming out of the blue smoke and forming a solid figure is this individual. Finding it, quickly pulling up the image right now. Ah, here we go.
Huh.
Good evening.
Oh my god, are you okay? You just came out of fire!
Hi.
We are not of your kind.
Well, clearly you're not lying.
We are a creature, and how do I put this? A creature, an entity, a representation. On behalf of the very Shadowfell itself, we thank you for returning a figure back to its domain.
I lean over to Floribunda. Do you have any idea what is going on? I did not understand a word of that.
Just smile and nod. Just smile and nod.
Okay.
Well, you're welcome. What was it?
Shadowfell.
For now, you can go ahead and call me. We'll go with Swing for now. I am that which lurks in the dark, that which is accompanied in every fallen night and hugs every star and moonlight out there.
That's quite poetic and beautiful.
The Shadowfell is a very strange place, and I am the entity that determines whether or not someone is a Dark Lord and to put them in the bindings. I am the Shadowfell.
I see.
Wait, does that mean is Xeno bitch is inside you?
They are within a domain of dread that we have created for such a creature But seemingly fallen out of our grasp, we cannot interfere in the affairs that happen on the different planes of existence. Hence why I come here to thank you all. However, though,
That is quite a convenient rule, I guess.
It's not necessarily convenient, as it's a thing of the divines. Even the very gods themselves cannot directly interfere in the mortal affairs. It was decreed as such when your species were birthed and formed into life.
Does that copy to dragons? Because dragons tend to think that they can't help us or they shouldn't help us. It's very annoying. And if you could put in a word with them that they...
Allow me to explain this. In the beginning of creation, the god of light, Lumi, created multitude of creatures by themselves. Dragons and giants were among this. And in their absence during their depression, the dragons ran rampant. The dragons are outside of the ruling of humans, and believe themselves to be above you all. However, though, still following the rule as to how we can affect them, they are beyond our grasp as once again, we cannot directly interfere in mortal affairs.
Dang it, I was hoping they would help if another apocalypse comes along someday. Oh well.
Sadly, no.
They're extremely unhelpful beings.
I feel like
You'll find that some of them are already tired from having a previous war to be engaged with. If you did not know about it, there was a secret plan to have Tiamat return. Another powerful group similar to yourselves had just defeated her and brought order back, at the cost of the dragon gem god returning back to their shattered state.
Oh.
Oh.
Indeed. And
Nargiroth, are those your people?
Whoa.
The gem dragons? We're descended
Yeah.
from them, but we're not exactly them. If you understand.
Yeah.
I understand the tales of your kind, but that is not the only reason I am here today. For we as the power of the Shadowfells are also in charge of anointing a guardian of the vault, someone to protect the world from allowing these creatures of sin to be released again. I understand that you were among the group that unleashed the Xenolich and the rest of the sins.
Yep.
I mean, I kind of just came on at the last minute. In fairness.
Yeah, not to point fingers, but I wasn't there when it happened.
Regardless of who had done it, the deed had been done. And on top of this, the previous guardian was slain. We as the Shadowfell only ask that as a group that is affiliated with those who unleash them, that we anoint one of you to become the new guardian. Granted with the powers of immortality, no longer requiring sustenance to live, and never aging. You will be bound to the vault itself, where you will stand watch and protect the world from unleashing the sins again.
Can we communicate with the outside world at all? If we can send messages and stuff?
If you have means of communication, yes. The previous guardian was that who preferred their solitude, so we never had such a request.
Alright.
I mean, that's pretty good. But, I mean, who?
That is for you all to decide. We cannot force someone to partake in this role. We only take those who wish to become it. Be aware that if no one is anointed by the end of today, the vault will remain unguarded. Though the seals will be in place, there is nothing stopping them from being unbroken should the vault be broken into again.
Floribunda looks around at her friends, all of whom know where they came from and are full of so much potential, and she looks at Kumara, scratches his head, and says, I'm pretty good at staying in one place for a long time, as much as I wish to wander and heal what has been hurt in this world. I think I am more than suited to stand guard. Floribunda, former tree. She reaches out her hand to shake.
Which hand out of curiosity?
Right hand.
Right hand. All right.
Wait.
Unleashing their cloak to kind of like give you the full display of their visage.
Oh, wow! Shiny hand.
Yeah,
okay.
a little terrifying as well. You can also see that like it's in their shadow. It's almost like their true form is unveiled.
Mm-hmm.
The black almost fiery raven wings that extend from their silhouette, yet not on their form.
Whoa.
You're quite a eternal being to behold.
As I stated, the previous guardian preferred this solitude. You may communicate with me as you wish, though not a lot of people know about me, and it's probably best that way. Too many people come in contact with Shadowfell as it is, and look at what we are now. Liches, vampires, all types of creatures that are born from it.
That makes sense. I mean, I was also thinking about if one of us is to stay there for eternity, if we would have the ability to reach out to our friends and
You stated something interesting there. You were once a tree.
Yes, sir.
Taking kind of using his left hand to do the whole like finger knuckle lifting his chin. Your name is Floribunda, yes?
That's correct. I did introduce myself, so that's less creepy than it felt like it was for a second there. So I'm very frazzled.
Allow me to ask this. Provided you with the proper sustenance in the location, you yourself could theoretically stay and grow for millennia, correct?
As far as I'm aware, not a lot of people really tell me much about tree lifespans. I hear mostly about my humanoid form's lifespan, so.
Then allow me this very much of a grace. He extends his left hand towards Kumara, and Kumara seems to, as terrifying of a figure as he is, Kumara doesn't feel terrified to walk towards him. Hello, young man.
My brave little boy.
You're a very peculiar bear. How would you like to be able to stay with this tree and keep an eye on them for me? Kumara would very much appreciate to stay with Floribunda. Right. And so be it. You may all enjoy the day for as it is, though at the end of it, Floribunda, I will be here to take you away to the vault along with Kumara.
Of course. Thank you. It's my honor.
No. He says, like, and you can see this is like as proper and as low of a bow as the Shadowfell itself can give. No. Thank you. You all have banished a great evil, and you are well. And though this position may seem like a curse, it is among one of the greatest blessings and responsibilities we ask of an individual.
Of course, it must be done.
All right. He walks back into the fire as it turns blue and fades away. You can hear the crow caws in the distance. The fire turns back to red, and he is gone.
What an exit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna bug him and teach me how to do that. Not that I can
Yeah.
ever use it in anywhere but the vault, but just out of
Hey.
professional curiosity.
That's the time, you know.
Yeah.
That couldn't have been an easy decision to make. Are you okay?
You guys just all have families and history and lives you can go back to. I don't. I don't know who I am. I don't.
Kamara comes on in, and kind of like a very overgrown cat nudging you on the side. It's okay. We're gonna go through it together.
Kamara, that's such a big sacrifice. You don't have to make that for me.
It's not a sacrifice. I get to be with my best friend for all of eternity.
And I get to be with
Apollonis
her.
will come and visit you. Apollonis will live forever. He doesn't die twice.
I will be bugging you all. I'll send a... I'll send a raven.
Yeah, I mean, I can't guarantee I'm gonna live forever. I mean, life's weird, but I mean, I don't really have. I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest. I mean, I traveled away. I just been kind of wondering. Not sure what I can offer, but yeah. Just hang out for a little bit. Bring us some news, books, food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got bring food. I mean, you probably immortal. You probably won't need to eat, but you probably still would like to eat.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
still like food. But yeah, news from the outside world and any companionship would be much appreciated.
That sounds good. I'll be sure to visit anytime I can. But us gem dragonborns have a limited lifespan. Each
Oh,
year,
yeah.
the trip will get harder for me because the crystals grow on me.
Oh, I can. Well,
I
I'll
mean-
have plenty of time to study. I can see if I can get transport via plants to work for you without me. To get you to me or something.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
could figure something out. I mean, give me a few days. I could probably just teleport us right there next year. That way you won't have to work as hard walking around in case what we call crystals start coming out of you. How does that work? Just like grow out of you, or
Yeah. As we get older, the crystals on our bodies grow bigger and bigger until we can't support them anymore. At
shit.
which point we
Well-
just die.
Could you not just cut them off?
No. It's disgraceful to extend one's immortality that way.
well, I mean, if it gets harder for you to move, let me know, and it'll take a few days, but we can pour right in there, no problem.
That sounds
But
good.
that's a problem for future us right now.
And
We're in okay position.
it's exactly at that moment, Dakota, you guys hear a knock on the door. And approaching you guys,
Hello, who is it?
coming in,
who is it?
coming in is Annalisa in a very regal outfit. Oh, sorry, not Annalisa. Wow, I mixed up names here. Eleanor.
Yeah.
Hello, are you all ready?
Yeah, I believe we are. Floribunda looks around at her companions.
Worry not,
yeah.
worry not, by the way. The His Royal Highness is a little afraid to meet the people who vanquished the darkness, and so he appointed me to be in charge of the ceremony. And I figured you all appreciate having a familiar face.
Yeah, most certainly. Eases
It's
up the
very
nerves.
welcome. Yeah.
And Lisa offers her hand out. Come, it's time.
All right, let's do this thing.
Oh wow, Eleanor. Wow. So, escorting you guys out, Eleanor begins in this long passage with the ceremonial music playing in the background. You know, when I first originally met the group as it was before, there was a lot of potential I saw in it. People who come and go. A lot of strange things come through this. But you all have shown that given the right amount of world travel, you can easily go as you wish. And wherever life takes you from here on out, may you find yourselves never being afraid, never forgetting who you were, and how you forever saved this planet, this world. History will remember you all, and history will be kind to you.
That's good to know.
So, progressing on further, you guys are taken out to the courtyard that overlooks the city, and there you hear the cries and the cheers from the city and those who were in your guys' steed to aid this. People of Deer Hollow, we are here to honor and commemorate this group. Whisper leans in over to Nargiroth. You know, when we last met, I was never given a proper name for your group.
Proper name?
What is your group's name?
Oh, honestly, I kind of forgot.
Apollonis and the Five
me.
Knuckleheads.
No.
Uh,
I think the Lich Busters was thrown around a couple times.
the
Witchbusters.
Lich Busters. Wow.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna call?
Lich Busters. All right.
call?
All right. The adventuring party known as Lich Busters has vanquished the evil and has brought us away from this horrifying death curse. For many of us, we have lost family that can never return from it. But may we understand that moving forward, the world is that much safer, with the darkness vanquished and no longer a threat. We are here to commemorate and honor these brave folk. Let me pull this up. Starting with those who are obviously too stunned to speak. Hal Bastille. Yes, indeed, Hal. Gregoth Maddox. Floribunda. I'm not seeing last names in your sheets, hence why I'm just leaving it as so. Dakota. Apollonis. And Nargiroth Yajaret.
Yargery.
Yajrit. You hear like a few coughs in the audience from that.
Okay.
May you always find your path glorious to walk down. And remember that you will forever be recognized amongst Deer Hollow and amongst the people of the world for your deeds. Providing you all with a ceremonial medallion.
Sweet.
Thank you.
And so
Thank you.
What's it made out of? Gold?
it is actually made out of.
Antimatter bullets.
I know, right? Recycled antimatter bullets. No, I think it's platinum pieces that are above gold. So it's like it's a pure solid platinum medallion.
Oh wow. I got plenty of money anyway, so yeah, I'll just keep this medallion just for sentimental reasons.
Right. So the crowd adores, bows, waves, cheers, and you guys are welcome back to head on back to your area of reprise. You may describe any downtime activity the last downtime activity for your characters, knowing that as of today, this party is going apart. Is going its separate ways, and is going to retire.
I think Apollonis just hangs out with Floribunda.
Yeah.
We go and we do whatever she wants to do. At least Apollonis does.
Oh,
I think Floribunda looks at everyone and just smiles and says, I know you'll make the world a better place. Well, I can't.
But you are making the world a better place.
yeah,
You're protecting. So Xenolich never comes back.
exactly.
You do a very important job.
One can hope, unless a party of precarious adventurers comes my way one day.
You'll put them down.
If that's the case, you can just call on us, and we'll come to your assistance.
Yeah. Better know that I'm gonna bug you all.
Mm-hmm.
Get the Lich Busters reunion going.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I do, before I get called away to my eternal purpose, I want to go back to the World Tree, transport via plants, just to say goodbye to them all, and tell them where I'm going.
Ooh, Floribunda, can I tag along? I was headed there anyway. This would be much faster.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Nargiroth and Dakota, you wish to accompany the group as they head on over to the World Tree?
Yeah.
I mean, if
Sounds
no
good.
one's, I don't think we're obligated to stay at this point. So, yeah, I mean, one last field trip.
All right.
Let's just do an Irish goodbye. Just kind of slip out.
Always. Oh, before I go, I should probably say goodbye to my old adventurer that left the party. That lives here now with the baker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just do that again.
You head on, and go and visit a small little shop. Where there, you open it. The smell of warm bread fills the air, and a male voice. Hey, and welcome to. Hey, Joseph there says, in casual clothing, not any travel gear, a baker's apron on, and very much giving the smug look and crossed arms. So you did it.
Yep. Took out the Lich.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to, move forward.
Yeah, it's alright. I died a couple of times while you were away.
I'd imagine so. It was some pretty crazy. It was some pretty crazy times.
Yep. Died 3 times. Even got the scar on my left eye now.
I'm happy I could say I was one of your adventuring mates, and more importantly, a friend that you can always come on by and see.
Yeah.
He reaches over and grabs a freshly baked collection of bread rolls for you guys. Here,
Ooh, food.
Take these. You already know these were the things that carried us through a good part of our adventure.
Oh yeah, that inspiration was really helpful. Thanks to the freshly baked bread.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure seeing you again, Nargiroth.
A pleasure seeing you too, Joseph.
You walk on out of there, and all of you go on and transport via plants. Here at the World Tree,
Goodness.
Master Greyleaf meditating and looking much better.
Oh, God.
Those sensory eyes closed at the moment. There's a smile on his face, feeling all of your presence. Hello and welcome back.
Hi, Master Greyleaf. I'm afraid I can't stay long this time. My friends can stay as long as they wish, but Kumar and I are being called away.
Greater things, yes?
So I'm told. Right now it just feels daunting.
Floribunda. If I'd remind you of one of our greatest lessons from the beginning. Do the seeds from the environment choose where they grow?
I'll be right back.
Floribunda.
Yeah, sorry. I choose to protect the world. I can't.
It is not that. The seeds of the trees never choose where they grow.
No, they never do.
But
Yeah.
they will always thrive from where they are. You have gone down a very, very long journey. And it is understandable that where your journey takes you might be scary. But embrace the unknown, for the more you fight it, the more it is going to fight back. Do not fight destiny. Take it head on.
Yeah. You always know what to say, Master Greyleaf.
And worry not. I'm sure that where you're going, these old gears can still keep turning to go and see ya.
Oh, God. I would want no other way.
Right. Here, a gift for where you are heading to. And pulls out a single flower. Nothing, like essentially special about it. It's not magical. Looks like a kind of like a pink tulip.
Thank you so much. This means a lot. Like, Floribunda gives him, like, the biggest hug she can physically muster, because she's a small lady.
Yeah. Clearly hugging back and, like, patting the back.
You've guided me through so much. Taught me how to be a person, for crying out loud. Just promise to visit me.
Of course.
Thank you. I need to go say goodbye to the World Tree.
I imagine we already see Apollonis there.
Oh yeah, Apollonis is there.
Floribunda's gonna cast Speak with Plants just to say goodbye.
The World Tree, though, it does not harbor any words, but these two. Thank you.
Thank you. Truly. I was gonna stick around and help you grow stronger and help Apollonis protect you, but it's not where destiny's calling me, so.
It's okay. I will protect World Tree. Nothing bad will happen to World Tree with Apollonis watching.
Promise me.
I promise.
Thank you. I turn back to the World Tree and I say, you're in good hands. Or pause. I can't decide. She just puts her hand on it. Stands silently for a moment. Kind of just in this moment of connection and gratitude and just walks away.
Mm-hmm. You can see that awaiting you now outside the World Tree, next as well as with your allies coming into existence, is Swain of the Shadowfell again. Are you ready?
Is anyone ever ready?
No.
She looks back at the party and just smiles a little sadly and says that I know you'll all go on to do great things. Make sure to visit whenever you can. I want to hear about the things that you do. I'll send for you in some way or another.
You just tell us when, and we'll be right over.
Thank you, Dakota.
Floribunda, before you go,
Uh-huh.
have something of mine. I'll give her my pendant. This pendant was my mentor's. I hold it very dearly, and I hope that when you hold on to it, you'll be reminded of us.
That means so much, thank you.
You're welcome.
So
She gives everybody a big hug and puts her hand on Kumara and asks, are you ready to go as well?
I'm always ready, and it's okay. He says, like, kind of like doing the thing where he puts his head underneath your palm.
Okay.
We're gonna get through this together.
We are. We're gonna do wonderful things.
Swain offers. Oh, sorry. Go for it.
Oh, I was just gonna say I turned back to Swain.
With his hand offered out. Thank you all. The Shadowfell remembers very well. You will not get any innate thanks from the world any further than what has been given to you. The Shadowfell and the other planes of existence will barely see this as another mark in history, another blemish as the time that another group saved the material plane. Whether or not it's from some catastrophic world thing where the different planes of existence collide, where dragons and dragon gods come in to provide anything. For us, it's just another Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
And that, with Floribunda going off, is the final line spoken for this campaign. And your guys' characters who venture off in their own ways.
See.
Yeah.
And so everyone, we are gonna go ahead and set everything up for the next one. This is a, I guess, smaller intermission in between, outside of our normal one when I put my kid to sleep. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we're also gonna mute the audio so I can go further explain to my players after this stuff. So we will see you all. Give me like 10 minutes, maybe 5. All right. I'm also saying bye to skills, and I will be right back to explain what's going to happen in the next setup. Okay. Now to undo this. All right.
Apollonis is back.
And we're back, everyone. You're gonna see that we do have different frames set up for our people. Players, if you do have a reference that you want, I can set it up as we're doing the introduction, since right now it's a lot of like theater of the mind roleplay rather than any combat expected from today's session. So, we come to a land that is immensely hot. In the desert, in the desert isle, southeast of Umacha is Bacord Maz. Very much a desert slum town that has royalty here and is no stranger to danger, being in the heart of a location that is very much influenced by Yuan-Ti culture, lizard folk culture, and maybe some orc here and there, but there is a lot of serpentine references in the city. Oh, hold on, I almost forgot. We need our music. Oh yeah, that was a good fit for this. We're here, wandering through the streets, and clearly with a chip on their shoulders, we see a young goblin cleric who has a lot going on for them. You can see that clad in their own chainmail with obvious adornments to the goddess of life. We run into this female goblin named
Namielle. Alright, yeah.
Go ahead and tell the audience a little about them.
Okay, so yeah, Namielle is a female goblin life cleric. She was adopted by, the Church of the Life Goddess. She was raised to become one of the clerics there as well, and she decided to, go on an adventure in order to help people in need and stuff. And despite going into some sketchy areas, she's got her shield and her mace to protect her. But yeah.
All right. Passing through areas where you get eyes from people and that clearly see you more as a walking target, but your own curiosity, your joyful nature, and your want to protect others is going to keep you moving on forward. You head on over to a local location that you've heard has needed a little bit of picking up. Your church has told you this place could use is a bit of a fixer-upper, and you are heading to a very dangerous a very dangerous bar that is just broken down. All types of repairs are needed, but it also happens to be one of the hottest hangout spots in the city for the most dangerous of folks to grab a drink at. Ta-da! And so, entering on in, all eyes look at you in the same way. In the same way they look at prey, sizing you up and down. They go back to doing their business, and the music continues on in the bar.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the bartender, sit on the stool.
The bartender, with their slick back hair, very well maintained goatee, is just finished serving up a glass to another patron down, slapping both hands on the table. What can I get you?
Can I get a glass of cold water, please?
All right. Serving up some water and sliding on over. At the same time as the glass gets put into you and slid on over, the camera keeps following that motion as you look towards one end of the bar. and see a strange type of bounty hunter with, I'm imagining just going off the image, markings on their head, and a ball to be placed on top of a bald scalp.
So, what we see sitting at the edge of the bar is, as you said, a rather unusual character. Skin that's a shade of gray and green with dark lips, very dark, and with 2 horns coming out of the top of the head. And I will be changing the artwork at some point in the future, but they do have a lot of hair coming down.
Oh.
A lot of long, it's like a gray, but there's also some other colors that kind of are blended in between. Sometimes you see a green pop in there every now and then.
All right.
And the ears are pointed, but they're forked at the end as well. And there are some markings that come from just underneath the hairline for those that are perceptive enough to see. But as far as exposed skin, all you see is just the face. The hands and the feet are wrapped up. And he's got a shield with a short sword as well as some other various equipment on him. And he's just sitting at the bar and keeping an eye out. Just scanning the scene, listening to conversations as people walk by.
You definitely hear the conversation and notice the very much out of place Goblin, who just waltzed up and asked for a drink, for a glass of cold water in a bar.
Sounds like he's not quite from around here, maybe.
She.
Just gonna keep my eye on him in particular for now, but keeping my ears open.
Mm-hmm. Also, once again, Namielle is a girl.
Yeah.
For her, excuse me.
All right. Keeping your eye around. We kind of follow. The camera follows this type of scanning the room, and we take a look now over at an unusual parts, let alone in these part of the world. This is a very how do I put this? A satyr that sits around, whether or not it's engaging in conversation, trying to weasel out some more stuff out of patrons at the bar.
Well, he is fully performing
Okay, go for it.
in his bar. What is up, dudes and dudettes? It is your favorite rock star, Spyro here, coming at you again. You all know me, lead singer of the famous Goat House, striking out on his own to look for some adventures to sing about.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
So I'm actually also going to use my dashing scoundrel to add a d12 to this roll.
All right, go for it.
Thank God I did.
Oh,
50, and then I had inspiration. Can I
right.
reroll the?
You swiftly dodge the what is it? The splash of ale that gets tossed your way. Woo! Shut up there.
All right, looks like we got a feisty crowd up in here.
And so, go ahead and tell us a little bit more about Spyro.
Yeah, so Spyro is a Hexblade warlock. He, as I said, he was the lead singer of the famous rock group Goat House, an all-satyr band. The band decided to split up one day and deciding to strike out on our own adventures to get songs for us to sing about, but one day vowing to return and do a reunion tour with those new songs in hand. Shortly after he decided to strike on his own, he met a pick of destiny, as it were, that contained a Hexblade demon and promised great power and adventures in exchange for one day that Spyro write a song about the Hexblade demon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what this
And
is.
yes, as you stated before, you do have inspiration. I just want to remind Brett for thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
And with this, the booze from the people who clearly aren't quite fans of you yet, we scan on over to one area of the bar, and this Aasimar, how I guess taking a notice of the area, whether or not you wish to be quiet or partake in the booing, it's very obvious that that is pulling in a very huge metaphorical spotlight to the stage as you see all the attention directed that way.
I think Lilura sits and watches, sees who's the most boisterous, who has the biggest chip on their shoulder, because they may need some witchcraft to ease their troubles.
So, I am curious. I have to actually update the name again. Namielle, how do you feel? Because, like, once again, this place is very much new to you. So hearing that Rockstar speak about, not only does Lilura notice you as the... Oh, wait, actually, sorry, I almost forgot. Lilura, please tell us a little bit about your character before I continue on the exposition.
Lilura is a fallen Aasimar, undead warlock who is in this town trying to ply her trade as a witch. She is basically, if a shadow became a human, her entire body is in like grayscale, and her long black hair, feathers at the end to almost become a shadow of itself. She's dressed mostly for appearances to keep up with her intended reputation of a shadowy witch. She's in her leather armor that's kind of also like a witch's dress. It's all blacks and grays and very dark shades of purple and red. She has like a classic witch's hat that she pulls down over her eyes a lot, like obviously wanting to be seen, but acting like she doesn't want to be seen. Because she knows that magic isn't exactly celebrated in these parts, but people will pay a pretty penny to have her ply her trade for them and cast spells.
Indeed.
And she pulls her hat down tight quite often, because if you look close enough, you can see a little shadowy wisp flittering about her shoulders and up into her hat every now and again.
Alright. Very obvious. You can see the goblin who has the chip on the shoulder you're looking for. Well, I also want to see, Namielle, how would you be reacting to the situation where you see the patrons booing and not being quite a fan of the very outgoing and extroverted satyr?
I'll probably yell at the crowd. Hey y'all, just give him a chance, okay? He still hasn't even started yet.
Quite a few of the patrons in the tavern look at you and begin to laugh. The goblin tells us to give it easy. Alright, sure. We'll give it easy. Lynn, you've been around these parts to easily be able to tell that little goblin is on a few people's hit list now.
Shut up. You gotta keep your mouth. I'm gonna... Do I get the sense that she's... what am I getting from her? If I'm just, if I were to do, like, an insight check from here, or just, like...
I'll even apply it to your passive insight.
Alright.
Namielle very much, like, you can sense the positivity on them, the want to aid others, and everyone can easily recognize the symbol that is the goddess of life on their adornments. That is a cleric, a very useful member to be having around in general when you wish to wander about, maybe partake in your stuff. And as well, Spyro and Lilura, you would also very easily see this. Lilura, you see them for the chip on their shoulder that you're also looking for. Spyro, you see it as someone who is sticking up for you, and Lynn, you see it for the walking target that they are making themselves out to be.
I'm gonna make my way over. Where is she sitting? Is she at the bar or
Yep.
is she at a table?
No, at the bar.
I will just make my way down and just kind of plant myself, not in the seat, but kind of do that thing where she's sitting facing the bar and I'm just kind of leaning against it, facing the rest of the tavern. And as I'm about to strike conversation, I'm just gonna look out at everybody else and just kind of assert, I guess, a sense of ownership or claim like this. This is my area now. But I'm gonna walk over and just be like, you're not quite from around here, are you?
Nope. I was sent here on a mission to help the people here.
Oh, well, that's just lovely. May I ask, that necklace you have, that talisman is so unique. You aren't by chance a holy person, are you?
Yep. Cleric to the goddess of life.
Oh, well, that is just wonderful. What's your name, by chance?
My name is Namielle, good sir.
Namielle. Oh, you... It's alright. My name is Lynn. You can just call me Lynn. And as you're talking to Lynn, you notice that you're looking at Lynn and you see the horns and you're not sure if this is a tiefling or what's going on. There's a lot of different things. And you're looking at the eyes, and the eyes are mostly normal, except they're not... The entirety of the eyes are not red, it's just the irises that are red. And they kind of have a slight reflection about them, like if you were to shine light at a feline and you see them reflect back a bit.
Ah. You're quite the interesting character.
Oh, thank you. Aren't you flattering? You mind if I hang out with you for a little while? It's good to
Sure.
have some company, especially when you're new in town.
Yeah, most definitely.
Alright, so here. While you guys decide, and I'm pretty sure Lilura and Spyro are going to want to make their way over, it is actually time for the intermission, so we will be back, everyone. I know we just took a small break for the changing of this, but this is time to make sure my kid goes to bed on time. So, we will return everyone in 20 to 30 minutes.
Alright.
This time the
Awesome.
desktop audio is not muted.
Okay.
All right.
Boom, boom,
30
boom.
minutes.
Tyler, the way you said new in town made me think of John Mulaney.
You're new in town.
I'm not gonna do the whole joke, but
Oh, it was like
Yeah.
subject
No.
to drugs.
no, that's a different joke. That's the lady, the lady on the subway.
That's
Yeah.
that's the accent reminds me of.
Yeah, it's the same comedy special. He does that accent several times.
I'm gay. I have AIDS. I'm new in town. Well, I can tell you, I am. I don't know. I like to think more as sexually fluid, as well as more gender fluid. So they actually go by they and them.
Ooh.
So
Really?
with that-
Spyro is very pansexual, as all satyrs are.
This is true.
You said the desktop was still on, is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
In that case, I will not say anything else.
Excellent. Lilura is, I need to not drop into your accent. It's gonna be a challenge.
Oh, I know. It's just so intoxicating.
It's
isn't it?
very intoxicating, and I'm like, okay, this is where Lilura sits. It's not really where she sits, but it's what she puts on, for sure.
Say say yes, but like you're saying ears.
Yes. Yes.
You can use that as your what do you call it? Your springboard in the pool.
Yes. Lilura does not want anyone to touch her, but is also so sexually frustrated, so fertile.
So
It's part of the lore now, Nixian.
And
It's
we're
part of the
just
lore.
about to crowd around this poor holy woman.
This desert
really are.
what the fuck?
We're gonna eat you alive.
Oh no.
Oh, you poor thing.
Well, Lilura is definitely hedging her bets because this holy woman is of the Church of Life, and Lilura is
Not.
quite literally the servant of the god of undead.
You
so.
are not life.
I am the opposite. So,
I feel like I'm still on stage, trying to perform.
fully.
All the hit singles. I will walk 10,000 steps.
God
Eat trash,
damn it.
beat trash.
All satyr.
Ah, this
Hey
song
now,
is getting-
you're a satyr. Get your.
Oh my god.
I actually do know all the lyrics to that one.
Yes, we do.
Oh my. Intelligence. Must have intelligence. No, they switched that because now it's intelligence or wisdom.
Wait, which funny line, Brad? Who said something funny?
Not even looking.
Oh, thanks! Was it that I'm fertile? Is that what was funny?
Hmm. Wait, what is my fighting style? I'm sure it's something.
Do you? Oh, wasn't it? Oh no, this is. Okay, I was about to. Yeah, you're not.
Yeah,
balanced
we're not at the archetype just yet, but I
Yeah.
do have a fighting style. I believe I'm. That's what it is. Interception. I can essentially deflect blows. Kind of like how a monk catches projectiles. I can deflect stuff. Oh. Alright, I think I'm gonna have some fun with this.
Yeah, I don't have cool things until level 3, so
Yeah. I have a few things I can do. Oh,
I
I've seen
cast
the
Eldritch
long-
Blast, and that's it.
Oh yeah, I can. Well, you'll see. But if I need to follow somebody, I'm just gonna slip them a little something of me. It's quite gross, actually. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I'm not technically human anymore.
I'm also not a humanoid. I'm a fae.
I am also a fae. Oh
Fae
my-
brothers.
Look,
Whoops, all fae.
It's all good.
Whoops, all
Okay.
spellcasters. Whoops, all fae. I'm loving this. I'm loving the
I'm-
vibes. They're immaculate.
I'm technically a they fae, but I'll take brothers. That's fine.
Nay, everyone is brothers, regardless
Fae.
of gender.
That's true. Well, man, I'm liking this. I won't say it out loud because it's still on, but that multi-class idea you had for me earlier, I'm actually looking at it. I'm thinking this could work pretty
It's
well.
fun.
So good.
I've been
So
like
good.
trying testing around with it, seeing like what I like with it myself.
Yeah.
It's
I
super
see.
interesting.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing this. Oh my god, I forgot about this. Nah.
They dies and gentle thems. Deities and gentle
My
thems.
love.
Deities. So they're like, they dies and they gentle thems. Dudes, dudettes, and everything in between.
Somebody remind me, was somebody a werewolf in the last campaign, or did I? Is that right?
No, Hal was a vampire, I believe?
Hal was a vampire, yeah.
That's what it was. I was like, he's eating someone. I was like, is he a werewolf creature or something?
He's
I forgot.
also a wolf this time around. Or the Canaan.
Vampiric. Oh
yeah.
boy.
I'm excited for the Canaan.
A vamp canine.
Well, no, this is for this new campaign. He's a Canaan monk with pack tactics, which is gonna be super fun.
Oh, a monk with pack tactics is very good.
Yeah. Plus, they're considered small, which is also interesting.
Okay.
So, yes. Last we left off, we had Lynn and Namielle.
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 Who had just interacted for the first time, and this all happened before Lilura and Spyro have had a chance to come and interact with the Goblin as well. So far, you do see this interesting individual approach the naive, or in your case, Spyro, the endearing Goblin. How would you two? Well, which of you two would like to approach next?
Oh, I think I'm approaching him.
Okay,
Them.
go for it.
You know, you might just be as strange as I am out here, Cleric.
Well, thanks, I guess.
No way. We gotta stick together. Place, it's hot, you know? As
Yeah.
weirdos. Gotta form our own pack.
Yeah, this chainmail gets real stuffy when it gets really hot.
Oh, I can imagine. Who are you? What were the horns on you? You tiefling or something?
Lynn, you can just.
All right, Lynn, how you doing?
Tyler, you there?
Give me just-
Oh, hold on. I think we're having mic issues.
Yeah, I think it's fixes on this mic. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Side note: my child has gone to sleep on time. I'm so
Very
happy.
cool.
Wow! Congrats.
I know, right? So, hey Tyler, you back?
Hello.
No, Tyler.
Damn. The mic.
I know, right? That just came out of nowhere too. It's crazy how much this happens to him.
Damn.
Let's see.
It's a rip.
Yeah.
Does anyone hear me?
Hello, can you hear us though?
A little.
Hold on. Let me message him that we can hear him.
Kind of. He's still kind of breaking up on my end.
I can hear him, but he's pretty low.
Yeah, he's just quiet for me.
Yo, let's go. Technical issues after the break.
I know, right? Don't worry. At least we're here. Here, Lilura, would you like to pick it up and kind of
Yeah.
interject in between?
I would keep it down if I were you. These people out here can be a bit of ruffians.
Mm,
Oh, these people? They're harmless.
yeah. I
The
can see
starved
that.
us of entertainment.
It's your funeral, dearie.
Wow. I always try to do my best to help people, even if they can be a bit rough on the edges.
That's quite, it's quite big of you.
You mean noble?
I suppose.
Yeah. It's our duty, after all.
I suppose. And what, pray tell, Cleric of Life, is your specific duty besides just helping the downtrodden?
Well, I serve the life goddess as a cleric, and yeah, I pretty much just go around doing missions that the church asks me to do, helping the downtrodden and all that.
I'm back.
There you go.
Hi.
So, my microphone under
I'm sorry.
my microphone turned the wrong way.
Your mic died?
No, it was turned around. Like,
Oh.
literally
Oh, what, bro?
degrees. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but anyways, hi. Sorry, I was daydreaming a bit. What were we talking about?
Right now, Lilura had just asked Namielle what their purpose is, and you had been asked by Spyro. Spyro.
Oh, yeah, aren't you? What were you? A tiefling, some kind?
My name is Lynn. Charmed. Nice to meet you, I'm sure. What is your name?
Nah, of course. My name's Spyro. Spyro Pierce. Maybe you heard of me? Lead singer, lead
Spyro.
lute player. Goat House.
Spyro Pierce. Have I heard of Spyro Pierce?
Over that, within their own respective region, yes, but Spyro has ventured off into a land that no one knows his name too well.
I believe I may have heard of you, yeah. You used to travel with that one group, right?
That's right, the Goat House.
Oh, Goat House, right. How are they doing?
Well, from what I know, doing pretty well. We all struck out trying to find our own adventures, trying something to sing about.
Right. Well, charmed, I'm sure. We were just talking. I was just making friends with our new acquaintance here.
Oh,
In which case,
Goblin Cleric.
in which case, in that reference to them, that's when Lilura's question was asked to Namielle while Spyro and Lynn had their conversation. So, Namielle, you may continue.
Yeah, I just came to this town because my church told me to. People need help here, and I'll do the best I can.
I mean, I'll say, have you seen the state of this place? It's hot all the time. Oof.
Yes, these people do need
Oh,
quite
dear
a bit
God,
of
I didn't
help.
see you there.
Oh.
Lord, you just snuck up on me, didn't you?
I do have a reputation for doing that, I suppose.
I'm sorry. And what is your name?
Lilura Darkmoor, Shadow Witch of town.
Shadow Witch. It's quite a title.
Yes, it comes with the territory of looking as I do. She kind of pulls her hat back a little bit to show her face. It's fully gray, human as a shadow, with jet black eyes.
Oof.
And pulls her hat back down.
Well, I see nothing wrong with that.
Yes, I suppose. Our kind are quite alike, aren't they? But little Missy, I would be careful applying your trade around these parts. These ruffians don't exactly take to magic kindly. For me, however, it is less of a risk than it is for you, for I have some fearful tricks up my sleeve that keep those who want to stop my practice at bay.
I see. Wow.
And so, the four of you, as you're having this conversation, happen to also be approached by two individuals who do not hide their nature. Though their skin is almost perfect in complexion, their eyes are snake-like. Constantly with this eerie green that, for maybe a past life, haunted you a little bit, but it has no ties to it. One of which, both male and female, and pretty much kind of look like. How do I explain this? The feeling, if you guys can imagine the term, me and my partner saw you from across the room, we dig your vibe. There we go. Someone at least understands what the feeling looking at them is. Hi there. The male chimes in. We couldn't help but notice you all seem to be unique individuals, to say the least. Different from other people in this establishment.
I'd say you have a pretty good eye.
We have in ourselves, assuming that we're in the presence of adventurers, mercenaries for hire, if not people who are in it for a little exposure, maybe exposure to showcases a bag that clings with the sound of coins inside.
Hmm.
Well, I don't.
Is never turned down, and adventure is the name of the game for old Spyro. So, what you have in mind?
First, we would like to at least understand what your capabilities are. That way we can at least ascertain that you would be, what would you say for this? Suitable for the job. Yes, as my delightful partner would state. What are your capabilities?
Well, I can tell you I do a little bit of everything. I'm a bit of a versatile kind of person. Whatever you need, I can provide, or I'll find a way to provide it. So the question is, what do you need?
Alright. And the rest of you?
Well, I'm pretty handy with blade and a shield, and I'm not too bad with a spell or two myself.
I think Lilura looks directly into the one who's speaking's eyes and fires an Eldritch Blast at the wall without looking at it.
Very, very nice. The female, you can see her eyes are barely holding back the ecstatic excitement seeing such capabilities. And Namielle?
I'm just here to heal people. I'm not here to go on an adventure or anything.
Well, I'm sure if these higher-end folk are offering us any sort of good job, we'll need some healing.
Oh, come on, Namielle! Isn't this what you're here to go on an adventure? Help people? That's what adventuring's all about!
Think about it. You'll be helping us, and maybe we'll be helping some people. So, in a way, being with us, you might just, be helping more than you think, and I'm absolutely just trying to manipulate the situation.
Yeah, I guess you make a fair point. Healing y'all would be part of my mission after all.
Yes.
Alright, welcome to the band!
Well, here we go. I managed to find a good image for this.
I would not consider us a band, my good
Yeah.
satyr friend.
Let's not call ourselves the band.
Woo! Bounty Hunter Band!
Oh, you are quite a lot, aren't you?
Yeah, but that's why you love me.
Did any of us say that we loved you, dear?
Nah, but you're thinking it. You're thinking it.
The woman chimes in. Oh, but we'd love to have you. Now, darling. We have manners that need to be attended to first, such as their job. You're right. So, let's say this. Across town, there are a few ruffians that gave us a little bit of a jip the other day. They made off with a fair amount of our fortunes. Achieve the goal that is in a very peculiar red velvet satchel, and we will allow you to keep the contents of said satchel along with the money that we have here, on one other condition: do not open the satchel on your way back to us. Also,
What's in the satchel?
Satyr Jack Black has been awarded inspiration.
Well, let's go. I already have inspiration, actually.
Yeah.
So, you want to give that to somebody else?
Alright.
So, are you saying that we can keep the satchel, we just
Oh,
can't look in it? What's in
You-
that for us?
return the satchel to us.
Oh,
We will open the satchel and reward you the contents inside. No
And
peeking
if-
at all.
we decide to, say, peek and run away?
Let's just say this: it's best to not look into the contents of the satchel. lest you find yourself in a bigger mess than you'll wish you weren't. Just bring it back to us, and you know what? How about this? To make it easy for your troubles, how about we also award you guys with unique weapons that we have managed to smuggle in here from other areas of the world. Honey, she showcases a type of ornate satchel, and opening up the inside of it to show that it is much bigger on the inside, kind of gleans it over so the rest of you can see it without the other patrons in the bar. See that there are a number of +1 weapons in there. Easy picking for you guys to already start off with +1 weaponry. Just don't look in the satchel, and this is all yours.
Well, as a hard-working practitioner of the arcane arts, I do take my payment up front, lest you swindle me out of services rendered.
And how do we know you don't just make off with our satchel?
Yeah. I suppose it's about trust then. We come back with the satchel, we get payment up front now.
How's about this? Bring the satchel back, and we will not take it back until the full payment is given to you. That way the ball's in your court.
Suppose we're at an impasse.
I think that's fair.
We
At
can,
least we don't get paid until they give us what it is that we need. That way the ball's in our court, as would say.
I suppose that can be agreeable.
yeah. Well, that sounds good.
So,
Well, I think you got yourselves a deal.
Pleasure doing business with you all. We'll be waiting here over in the tables yonder. It shouldn't be too hard to find them. You're going to want to head across the water. You're going to want to head across the water and down over to the docks immediately to the west. They should be along those docks, gloating about their winnings.
alright then.
Well then.
No. Leave it to us. We'll get you that bag, no problem.
Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Zeno, I'm a generally untrusting person. Can I just make an insight check and try to get a feeling on what I'm picking off these two?
You may, however, though, for reasons I cannot explain, you will be rolling with disadvantage.
I will take that disadvantage.
What? 2 nat 20s? Oh my god.
I did not roll that well. 8.
Generally, you're in a location where, how do I put this? It's already such a very hard place to find any good business and any good dealings, let alone trusting your partners in the deals.
There's just a general amount of distrust in the air. Yeah.
So it's hard to discern whether or not they are speaking the truth, or it's just generally the vibe of the location.
Well, I suppose we'll receive this bag of yours and we'll return. Where would we find you? Should we just come back here, or should we seek you
Yes.
out?
Yes, we will be seated here in this tavern, in this bar.
All right.
All right. Good luck.
Well then. Oh, thank you.
So,
Hmm.
just alright, so basically all we gotta do is there's ruffians out there who have a satchel. We just go, we get the satchel, come back, we get paid. Got what I'm picking up here?
Maybe.
No.
That might
Do
be
you
the
got
case.
something else in mind?
I think they might have something else in mind. I don't know. They just coming up out of nowhere and picking us up, offering us some unique things right out of the bat. I mean,
Plus,
either there's
most of us
something-
aren't native of this land. Too many people might not notice if we disappear.
Mhm.
Do I not look native to this land to you?
No, sorry, but I think I can tell a
That
Fae
was
when
a
I see
joke.
one.
It's alright. I know what I look like. What I'm saying is maybe we just keep an eye out and be prepared.
Alright,
Either
well,
something very valuable is in the bag, or we might be walking into something that we're not quite prepared for.
well, why don't we try this? I can go in, I can disguise myself as a cop, try to see if I can't get that bag for them without any kind of fuss or hassle. You guys stand ready for backup in case things get a little bit hairy, but
Funny you mention that. I can come with you. I have some similar talents.
ooh, a little good cob action.
Oh, why not? Let's call it that. Good cop, goat.
Alright, what do you guys think of this plan?
I mostly ply my trade in magical means, so I think I'll hang back in the shadows unless you need me, which I'm
Oh,
sure
wait.
we will, because I can't help but feel we're being set up too.
Oh,
I think the setup is going to be once we bring it back. I don't think getting it's the problem.
Oh, exactly.
Well, I'll make sure to heal y'all if you get hurt.
Oh,
Thank you, sweet thing.
I think,
I
Namielle, you're
love
the best.
Thanks.
I think you're gonna enjoy having all of us around. How tall is she, by the way?
Understand that goblins are
I'd
typically
say-
between 3 to 4 feet tall, so it's up to your discretion.
You know, yeah, 4 feet tall. 4
Is
foot
she a
2,
little 4'2"? Is she a little older, a little younger?
the younger side.
Oh, well, that's just adorable.
So-
All right.
The four
I suppose.
before you
Yeah.
head off and begin the search for this mysterious velvet satchel. Heading as close up and just merely peering around the corner, you can see that they're right. There look to be four ruffians in what I can only describe as what is blatantly bandit armor or bandit-like clothing, and all of them are laughing. The one who is furthest into the dock, like basically going into the water, is the one who is tossing up and down the red velvet satchel.
Do we hear what they're saying?
Please make a perception check.
Oh God. Anyone else with higher wisdom want to make this?
Yeah,
I
sure.
have an okay wisdom. Nope, that was not good.
Oh, let's roll it.
11.
I got a 2.
I got a 14.
I mean, I'll roll and hope for a miracle. This is perception, right?
I mean, technically, I am tracking a quarry. Is that right?
You are indeed.
Oh,
Can I spend a bounty hunter point to add a D12 on top of that?
You may.
14 is
will
lower
do
than
that.
my passive.
Yeah, I got a 9, which is lower than my passive.
So how do I put this? So you guys are.
Ooh,
So when in doubt.
That's it. 20 in total.
All right. So so what I'm going to tell you is this. Because in general, I don't think this has ever been specified too much. Passive perception, when asked to roll, it's because it is beyond the range of what your normal perception could normally pick up. Hence why, something that's far off and you're trying not to make it blatantly obvious that you're listening in, you have to do an active perception check. So, that's 20. Easy money. Can't wait to go trade this in, see what the contents are. Just gotta wait for the boss to come on in. Yeah, the boss said he'd come sometime within the hour. So all we gotta do is just wait here and just spend some time. You guys hear the story about the kid I kicked the other day? Oh man, you mean the kid who was just trying to sell you some of those, what do they call it? Little woven bracelets? Oh yeah. Easily got it. And look at this. He gave me a discount. He says, boasting, like, just straight up like a messy handful of these woven little like bracelets that you could imagine a kid in the slums would make to try to make any money for the family.
Oh.
All right. I think I
what are they saying?
disguise myself as the boss. Go in, get the bag, come out, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Oh, well, what
Get the
do
bracelets
you
too.
do? You know what the boss looks like?
I'm assuming like a bandit boss.
All right. You know what? If you're gonna do that, why not? I just follow you, looking like myself. It's sort of like muscle.
As my
Can,
bodyguard. Perfect.
Yeah.
Can I ask
Oh,
if
yes,
you y'all?
Yeah.
What's up?
Can you get the bracelets too?
Sure. We can try to get those.
The bracelets. You want the bracelets?
Need to find the kid who sold them.
Good God, I
that's
think I'm.
so sweet.
I think I'm gonna cry. Oh, you're so precious. Yes, I will get you those bracelets.
You're gonna have to
Absolutely.
get those.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay. Lilura, you wait here. Good range for you to assist us if we need. Namielle, if we need healing, you're our gal.
If anything goes wrong, give me a signal.
Yes, my signal will be me screaming.
Very nice.
Preferably one that's a little more subtle, but fine.
Okay, so I go and I disguise myself as a bandit boss.
Sure. Go ahead and describe to me how a bandit boss would look like. Be aware that you can tell that the attire, like just from what you innately see, the attire that they wear here is clearly not like a forest bandit that you would maybe see in the inland. This is a desert bandit attire. So, breathes well, baggy, you know.
Yeah, kind of like a large kind of cloak, a turban, scarf,
exactly.
kind of.
Something to easily pull up or down to either shield your face from the sands.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like loose wearing clothing, and maybe a little bit of like some leatherish armor on the outside of it
Ooh.
to distinguish like a kind of a boss kind of looking thing.
You know what? I had an idea.
What's your idea?
How about instead of me coming with you, you will go and I'll sneak around behind them. And when you're ready to go, you'll just approach and I'll sneak behind them. And I'll be ready just in case anything happens.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right. I'm going to run around the block then real quick.
All right. You know, understanding that for theater of the mind's sake, we know that you're heading around the block to try to like be in the other area, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just on the other side of the road, just to the point where I'm just out of sight. And as soon as he starts approaching, I'm going to try to stealth my way and just be close behind them.
Could you please roll me a stealth check as we speak then?
All right. And I'm going to add another bounty hunter point onto this. So
Is this your last bounty hunter point you're adding? Or no?
I
this
get
is just-
3. I get 3 a day.
Okay, perfect.
It's like
All right. Just to be sure. Well, I think I can do it after I rolled. If
you
I
can do it
decide-
after you roll.
Oh, you know what? I rolled a 19. I think I'm okay.
All right, perfect. So, with a 19 stealth, you wait for Spyro in disguise to approach closer before following up.
Wonderful.
And so,
Too bad
So
you-
I get all in my disguise kit. I get all my disguise, and then I head in and do the performance of a lifetime as this bandit boss.
please do.
All right, so I'm going to roll performance.
Mhm.
That is a 26.
Nice.
This.
All right, so what do you say as you approach? The four of them clearly look over at you and are a little confused.
Oh man, job done, I see. Congrats. We will all be eating well tonight, I'll tell you that much.
Did the boss send? Did the boss send for you?
Of course he sent for me. When the boss thinks he's gonna come down here and talk to you hooligans. Just give me the bag and the bracelets, and the boss will make sure you all get paid.
Wait, why do you need the bracelets? The job was just for the bag.
Oh yeah, we want a little extra money on the side, don't ya? Go ahead, give us the bracelets, and you'll get some extra pieces of gold.
Roll with advantage on this persuasion check.
That didn't give me. So that is.
You have advantage on it.
Oh, it is right, and then I'm also going to use a scoundrel point.
Yep.
So 13, and then plus 8, so 21.
Right, and don't forget to roll the persuasion one more time in case you get a higher roll because you had advantage on it for your disguise.
Oh, it was a 6 and a 7 plus my. It was a. Yeah, I'll just roll again.
Yeah.
I did. I got a 17. So 24 plus 8, so 32.
All right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see. Hopefully we get some extra coins from this trip.
Yeah, you absolutely will.
Yeah, but-
I'll make sure of that.
All right. You already know where to head to, right?
Of course I know what you think. I just came from there.
No, we're just checking. You be safe. Should we head back to the hideout?
Absolutely. You guys get out of here. Make sure you not be seen, though. We don't want any guards accidentally spotting you.
All right, definitely. They begin to go out of the pier and south towards Lilura and Namielle.
Wait a minute, guys.
Oh, no need. Lilura takes on her form of dread. So, finding the... There it is. I manifest looking like just a mound of ghosts. Just like, not a mound, but like a huge spectral ton of ghosts. And the sorry, I'm trying to find the
Okay.
Ooh. Why is it not telling me the oh, I thought it was an... It says that if I hit a creature, I can force it to make a wisdom saving throw. So I guess as they get close, I just go ahead and, like, smack one of them.
Okay. Please roll a hit.
Okay. I got unarmed strike. Oh, I'm also gonna add my... 1d10. Gain 1d10 plus 1. Sorry, doing some... I also get 10 hit points when I do this. I was mostly just doing it for the... Oh, very nice. 2 temp hit points.
New character.
And so what
I was
happens
mostly
then?
just doing this for the frightened condition. I didn't
Alright.
think about having to hit them.
What happens
So I'm rolling to hit right now.
Yep.
That's a 12.
A 12 does hit.
Cool.
How much damage do you innately do to them on top of this?
Yes! One
Alright.
damage.
Alright.
It's a good little slap, and then they have to make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me.
All of them or just the one that you smacked?
Just the one I smacked.
The one you smacked rolled a 6. Takes a little bit of damage. Going like, ow, what the? Oh, fuck! Guys, get out of here! And the
Oh
other,
my god, men! Run away! There's a ghost there!
ah! And they all go running, scattering. On top of this,
Like,
with,
are they gone?
yes, with the bandits now gone and out of the scene, Spyro, you notice something peculiar about the red velvet bag is that it feels like there's something inside of it.
I know this might seem like obvious because like why would you just need a bag? But there is something definitely inside this bag. Oh,
Yeah,
To
naturally.
describe,
there's something definitely-
to describe
something
the
bad
feeling of it, it's almost like something is wriggling and slithering through the bag.
Okay, there is something very alive in this bag right now.
Oh. Well, that's disconcerting. Can I, like, put my ear next to the bag and listen?
I don't know if that picked up on my mic.
No,
I
it
did not.
not.
Oh. I think it's,
This is assuming
I
that,
think it's
that you guys are all like conjoining right there at the base of the pier, by the way.
I think it's a
Okay.
bag of snakes. Oh, sounds like a bag of snakes.
I mean, that would not be
Well,
too unusual in this climate, I suppose.
Yeah, but why would somebody just want a bag of snakes? You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I guess it's not really our job to judge. Our job's just to
Nah.
get the bag, give it to them. I have a feeling if we open this, it'll open Pandora's bag.
ha. That's funny. But yes, I agree. It doesn't concern us. We did our job, and I'd like to get paid for it with something that's a little bit better than what I have on my person right now.
Yeah, maybe they'll let us get some armor, because I already get a +1 weapon soon, so...
But they gave you the bracelets, right? Isn't that what?
Oh, yeah, we also have the bracelets.
Isn't that what you wanted?
Namielle?
No.
Yeah, we're gonna find it for the boy, remember? The one that we got stolen from?
Nixian, you there?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Yeah, we're gonna get these bracelets and find that little boy. Give him back to him.
So,
Well, I think that is a lovely idea. Let's just get paid for this job first, by bringing this back,
priorities.
and then we can find the small child who needs these bracelets to make a living.
easily heading on back. Not really too far and too hard of a job. You walk on in and easily find the people who have hired you for this little retrieval.
Hello, job's done. Have not taken a peek. In fact, I did a performance of the century. Maybe they'll write in the newspaper.
Oh, look at that, my darling. They've returned. Ah, the velvet satchel.
Well, you're the one that has it.
Oh, yes, here it is. There you go.
Don't
Job.
hand it over quite yet.
Oh, right. We need money first.
Right.
Ah,
Yes.
clever.
Payment.
Of course, as promised, darling. Yes. Placing the bag opening up to showcase that it is filled with what looks like 100 gold pieces.
All right.
We
In
appreciate.
addition to the weapons as well, I believe.
Yes, indeed. What weapon of choice would you all like? She says, placing her pinky finger so close to her lips, tantalizing at the thought of what you'd select.
Sorry, I just love that. Oh man.
Any way I can get an armor?
I'm sorry, we have weapons in this bag, not armor.
All right. You said any sort. How? I mean, do you have a? I'm just looking for. I pull out my short sword. I got this a little while ago from another town not too far. It's all right. It does the job, but something comparable to a sword if you have one.
Of course.
Something a little bit more something a little bit more with a little bit more finesse.
Mhm.
So, short sword
Also,
is good for
side
me.
note, I don't remember if this was specified. I see that one of you so far. I'm taking a look. You guys made sure your inventory is both your backpacks are on you, and you have variant encumbrance selected. Yes.
Yes.
Do you have to wear
Yes.
backpacks?
Yeah, it's assumed that you're wearing your backpacks. I say this because I'm noticing 2 people who do not have variant encumbrance on.
Oh, I thought. Is it me?
I think.
Oh no,
Do I? I believe I do.
I'm
I believe
encumbered.
it.
Let's take a look. Click on when in doubt. Click on weight. Go to your inventory. Click on the weight carried, and then click on the red gear settings option. It'll show you if you're using encumbrance or variant encumbrance.
I'm varied, so we're good.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
Okay.
okay. That might
I'm
be the
carrying a
easier one.
lot right now,
I'm wearing
actually.
my backpack now. I'm
Yeah,
now
I was
encumbered.
realizing like I'm about to add items to your guys' inventory, so I was curious how slowed down you guys already were.
Okay, so manage inventory and then the little.
The little gear icon in the top. When you click inventory, you click the weight carried option at the very top above the search bar, and then there's a red gear settings option in the top right corner. It will then show you we do ignore corn weight and we use variant encumbrance, and make sure that your backpack is checked red as though you have it on you,
Cool.
as well
I'm
as
encumbered.
anything else, like if you have a chest, a backpack, anything that might be in your
Cool.
inventory.
I am good then.
I am encumbered.
I'm also encumbered.
I am encumbered, but I can get rid of a few things.
As
I'm
well.
sure if there's somebody who's willing to buy some of my items, I would not mind selling.
Perfect. Well, you'll have to figure that out. Either way, though, a +1 short sword, easy. Pulling it out,
Wow.
and very much like it's, it makes you wonder why she's being very choice with her posture as she seductively pulls out the short sword from the bag.
All right, I take it.
And the rest of you.
I'd like a +1 Warhammer, please.
Very easy. Very select and versatile weapon. Pulling it out. Easy. You now have a +1 Warhammer.
Thank you.
I'll take a +1 longsword.
Long sword. Reaching down deeper into the bag and just pulling it out. Letting every inch go through. Here you are. And for you, miss.
I can only use simple weapons, so I'm trying to remember what is considered a simple weapon right now. Give me a moment.
Not a problem.
Oh yeah, Warhammer isn't simple, is it?
Oh, so luckily enough, here's my recommendation whenever you're trying to discern that. If you go to the very top, hover over game rules, right click equipment, so you have the like equipment area open, and if you type the word simple into the search bar, it'll actually pull up all simple weapons. And from there, it's like pretty short. It's a pretty like extensive list, but it's everything that is on here you should be able to wield.
Guess I gotta learn how to use a Warhammer then.
Oh yeah, Warhammers are not.
They're not simple, apparently.
No.
I gained proficiency with
There
anyone
are.
I touch. So.
I was trying to see if there was anything else here. Clubs, daggers, darts,
Mace.
great club, hand axe, javelin, light hammer, mace.
I'll take a crossbow, if you don't mind.
Of course, the ammunition's not provided though.
It's okay, I have a few.
Is that a light crossbow by chance?
It is.
Do you want some of my crossbow bolts?
Oh, I would love some, yes.
I'm not. I have some, and I picked up a bag a while ago, and I found that I have no use for them. So I'm gonna give you all 20 of mine.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna try to learn how to use this Warhammer then. That's more damage than my base.
Yeah, of course. Good piece of advice as well. Same thing as how I've let skills be learned in the past. If you utilize at least some downtime activity for the next 30 days to utilize this, you will be given temporary proficiency during the 30 days, and if you consistently do it for 30 days in a row straight, you'll be granted proficiency with that weapon alone.
Oh, okay, that sounds nice.
Yeah, you can only use this skill to gain proficiency twice. Either it's a skill, a weapon, or a tool. Or armor.
Oh, okay.
Armor is a little bit harder to work with.
Yeah, good thing I'm proficient in all armor. Yeah, I'll just train with this Warhammer then.
Wonderful. Thank you all so much. Now my satchel.
Your satchel.
Suppose.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Taking the satchel back, you see that she brings it close to her mouth and a whisper goes through. Do any of you speak? I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to remember what the language of these guys are.
Common.
Oh no. Here it is. Do any of you speak Draconic?
No.
Negative.
No.
No.
Alright. A strange whisper is echoed into the bag, and upon opening it, a golden snake slithers out and coils along her arm, like I don't know what the top proper term is, but it's something that goes from her wrist and almost slides down halfway through her arm.
A bangle?
I think so.
Might be.
Yeah, bangles go on the wrists.
Return home to Mama. We were so worried about this. Now we can begin our journey. The grand escapade. Indeed.
Grand escapade, what does that entail?
We're after a lost civilization.
That's quite exciting.
We are seeking treasures beyond most people's wildest imaginations. And on top of this, it's said that the location we're heading to is the City of Gold.
Ooh.
Place beyond wild riches, where even kings themselves were as rich as the kings today. You know,
I'm
how it is,
sorry.
inflation going up. To picture someone who was as rich then as even our people are today, imagine their currency tenfold.
Oh.
We're talking billions of gold.
You know, I don't think we got either of your names.
My name's Damien, and my name is Lilura. We how do I put this? Treasure seekers, entrepreneurs, and in the same exact tone and almost like jinxing each other, perfectly in sync. Adventure extraordinaires.
If you're adventure extraordinaires, why did you need our help in retrieving this bag?
We like scouting out people. In fact, it's probably one of our favorite things. We are... how do I put this? We are ill-equipped to be going out into the desert alone. So, we need the hands of some people that don't look like they're quite in the right place. People that would not blend in with the crowd. Usually those are the ones that have the most potential on them. Indeed.
Huh. I guess that would be me.
I guess that would be us.
All of you, in fact.
Yeah.
Every single one of you. So, she chimes in like giving like a little finger tap on Namielle's nose. So pure. So full of wondrous potential. We ourselves already have a little bit of proficiencies within our own talents. What do you say? Would you like to join us? We are going to be leaving in the morning come tomorrow, after we've spoken to the snake a little more.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you. I don't have any current obligations, and a city of gold just sounds, well, marvelous.
I was on my way to find adventure, and this seems like an adventure.
I was trying to set down roots to set up a witching practice, but I do find that it is typically in my best interest to keep moving. You see she swats a shadow off of her shoulder. It's a ghost. She swats a ghost off of her shoulder.
Huh. Well, I mean, moving around a little bit would be easier with a little bit of coin in your pocket.
And imagine this. There's rumors that have it that this ancient civilization had connections to those of the green locations. We believe that if we do our searching right, we might find a device that would allow us to easily transport the gold.
Oh.
Ooh.
So, instead of lugging it around and having to come back and forth, we find the City of Gold. We take the gold. Then we become richer than the kings.
And that would make an excellent song.
Man, with all that gold, I could do a lot of helping people for richer materials and stuff.
Exactly. Imagine the poor lost souls, the homes that you can make for these individuals, the food that you can provide to them. Gold is what runs the world, and gold is what we're in for.
Okay. I guess I'll tag along since you'll need a healer.
Oh, it can never be too far off without a cleric.
Yeah.
So,
Any chance? I do appreciate the offer, and I'm more than willing to accept it. Any chance, though, that as part of the payment for us coming with you, we could either have that bag that doesn't seem to have a bottom, or one like it?
I'm sorry. The bag is strictly mine.
Do you know where I could find one like that?
If you're looking for a payment, we're literally heading to a city of gold. We would make the trip a little bit easier. What's a few million out of the billions gone?
Well, as I stated before, I am a witch of some standards. I do prefer my payment up front, so any additional grease you could put in our palms would be much appreciated.
Compensation.
Fine. Then how about this? We are going to undergo a contract. For, you must understand, we don't even have... The payment that we seek is also not within our grasp. We are all going to embark on a dual exploration to find the lost city of gold. And upon it, this contract will bind us to properly divide the money amongst the people who partake in it.
See, here's the problem. On principle and learnings from my ancestors, do not sign contracts with those I do not know very well. I need much more information about who you are before I sign anything. At least I be bound to something I do not want to be bound to.
Fair. Alright. Then how about this? She showcases the ornate golden snake that is coiled around her right arm. This is the device. This is what points the direction to the lost city. It took quite a bit of finagling to get this. And so, I'd imagine that being given full access to this would help in any way. It is also worth its weight in gold. All you need to do is speak the password that I will actually, as a sign of trust, share with you. That way, even if we fall, the snake will be yours and you will claim all of the treasures of the city for yourselves.
I think that is a fair deal.
Fine.
Giving us the key, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. We can discuss the terms of a contract after you give us the password, and if you promise not to call us into service after we finish this mission, and I'll draft up some legalese in there as well. Again, as a point of principle.
So, you'll have full access to the compass that points its way. So even if we fall, you may continue on and still seek this lost city of gold at even our dismissal and our demise. All we seek is to go along because we need you more than you need us.
And if you are to survive, what percentages will we each get?
We will... How's about this? For every person who accompanies us, we will be a split even. There are 6 of us, so we would split it 6 ways. If there were 7 of us, it would be 7 ways, and if there are 8 of us, it will be 8 ways.
I think that's more than fair. Any objections from my comrades?
Oh.
Not at all. Let's get going.
Alright. As I said, we will be departing tomorrow, so we suggest that you use this time to seek out any others that would match our group's dynamic. People that you think would be adding into the contribution. Indeed.
Alright. I think we'll keep an eye out for those. I think we'll probably add about 2 more people.
Perfect. Right.
Possibly 2 more sounds like a good number.
Alright. We'll go ahead and form the contract. You'll be able to review it tomorrow morning. How's that sound?
Remember, we are putting a strict deadline on the end of the contract that once we are done with the city mission, you may no longer call us into your service.
Of course. A deal will be a deal. We'll be sure
Well,
to write that
bring
up.
a lawyer
You
to the
can
meeting.
double look it, triple look it, however many times you wish.
A warlock can never be too safe with the contracts she signs.
No.
Really? I just go ahead and sign it without reading fine print.
All
That
right.
must be a lovely luxury.
We bid you all adieu, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Dear.
The 2 of them are the ones to leave the tavern. What do the 4 of you discuss? You guys are just all seated at the table that these guys were once at.
Do they have pockets on them by chance?
Do they?
Do they? Yeah, like as they're leaving. Do I with pockets or anything?
Anything like that?
Yeah, you can see some pockets.
Alright. As they're leaving. Oh, do I want to do this?
Only if you don't get caught.
Yeah, that's part of the thing. Alright, yeah, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. I'm just gonna, as they're leaving, I'm just going to approach them, and as I do, I'm just gonna take one of my fingernails and I'm just gonna put it in my teeth and I'm just gonna pull it off. I'm gonna take that ripped off fingernail and I'm gonna try to see if I can sneak it on them, but make
Please
it
perform.
Eesh.
Sleight of hand check.
sleight of hand.
Well,
I give-
welcome to Hexbloods. Hexbloods can just do that, and they it's an interesting little trick of theirs.
Yeah, Namielle just looks disgusted when he does that.
Oh, yeah.
Can I give him the
It's,
help action by like providing a distraction?
Roleplay the distraction, and then I will allow it.
I stand up with my lute. Yo!
It's enough of a distraction to cause Allure to be like, oh god, what are we? Don't worry, dear. Don't worry. And then, in that mild annoyance that she had, you may go ahead and perform your sleight of hand check with advantage.
Right. Come on, big money. Natural 20 for
Ooh.
26.
Oh,
And so, you successfully place the nail inside of Damien's pocket. I actually jumped by the. That's great. Alright, perfect.
Alright.
You've successfully placed it.
And as I'm walking back, I'm just shaking my hand a little bit, and as I do, slowly, but noticeably, a nail is starting to grow back a lot quicker than it should. All
That's-
right. Little insurance. I appreciate
I like to
that.
imagine
Thank
that
you
it
for
has that
doing
like it has that strange like growing sound that some horror films like to use, like but like on a much more mild level.
Yep.
Man.
So,
What's
what does
the-
that nail do? Are you able to track them?
Oh, just in a way, if I need to get a hold of them, it's no problem. But if I need to keep an eye on them for just a moment, make sure they're not up to anything suspicious, just a little insurance.
This is
See,
quite useful.
does it hurt at all when you do that?
I've done it a few times to where it's. I mean, yeah,
Side
a
note:
little bit.
you are all now level 2 for that.
Yay!
Good nat 20, Tyler.
Actually, no, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
For the purposes of the fact that you guys not only accomplished the bandit part but also made the deal, this is actually a level 3 bump.
Ooh!
Let's go.
Hey!
Oh, well, I need to figure out how I'm leveling up then. Do I want a multi-class now, or do I want to wait a little bit?
I think you said that you wanted 5 levels of fighter first, right?
Yeah, it'd be nice to have that multi-pack before I do
Evocations.
anything.
Hold on, let me
Evocation.
do
Level 3 turn.
Moon. Pack to blade. Level 2, improved pack weapon. Do I do Devil Sight? I might do Devil Sight already. Alright, I'm gonna do Devil Sight.
Oh, that means that I get my familiar. Yes.
And I can make my new blade into a pack weapon.
Alright, I get maneuvers. And I get to do something else. I get a tool. What tool do I want? What have I been working on? Cooking utensils. Right.
There we go. Ooh, nice. I'm at 31 hit points now.
Heck yeah. And so, you guys are, it's in this moment, Lilura, you feel another ominous presence on the wind,
Hmm.
and this presence is all too familiar to you.
I was about to ask.
And you hear a whisper in your mind, a gift. And thus is how the little familiar spawns into existence.
I just, yes, Orcus, and then the little wisp that's been bothering me and I've been swatting off of my shoulders and trying to catch under my hat flies right into my face, and it's like, hey, hi! I'm your familiar! Like, oh, God. Orcus, I'm like, grab my locket and I open it like it's a phone that I can actively talk to him through, even though it's definitely not how it works. I'm like, Orcus, are you kidding me? You know that I want to get away from the ghosts, and here you are making this one even more attached to me?
Hi.
God. Fine. So, suppose I need to give you a name now. How about, well, I suppose you were a person in life at some point.
Yes, I want. You hear the little like this little like annoying squeaky voice. I want to be Draxior, destroyer of worlds.
Thraxior,
God.
destroyer of worlds? Okay, that is quite cute. Fine. Thraxior, destroyer of worlds. At least at this point you will be a help instead of just a pest. And then I think I'm going to give Will-O-Wisp isn't a option for familiars because that would be ridiculously overpowered, so I'm just going to use the imp stat block for him.
It's just flavored as such.
It's just flavored because
Actually, here,
Ghostly.
would it make sense more for a Quasi because Quasi's can turn invisible like Will-O-Wisps?
Ooh, yeah, maybe. I was debating between Quasi and Imp, so yeah, I'll probably do Quasi.
One flies, the other one has just innately like an invisibility. I would stomp it out in a second. Yes, Cassigen.
Oh shit.
Cassigen, I want you my entire want for this character was, or this familiar was the pixie from Zelda, so
Oh my
Same.
gosh.
And so while that pixie is fairly obviously approached and such, Spyro, you hear a voice. Ah, I can't wait for the songs that you guys are gonna tell from this adventure.
Who are you doing?
Oh yeah, it is going to be epic.
And just when you say that, the bar doors are kicked down. Who the fuck made off with my satchel?
Oh, I guess we should have known there was going to be.
Oh, this is the time we run.
So, how do you guys wish? So right now, the very imposing chief bandit captain is wandering in. Hold on.
What does he look like?
Allow me to put that together. I had to like refresh the page and reset the initiative thing because it originally had you guys locked as your level 1 selves. So I had to like quickly.
I want to see how close I was to his look.
Oh my. We're becoming so popular already.
Hey, we want to fight him or we want to try to get out of this? There's two options here.
Trying to find like a good
I'm not opposed.
image for this.
I was just going to either use my last form of dread or have my Quasi use its once a day scare.
Okay, let's go with that plan.
Such an odd creature.
Me or the?
If that doesn't work, though, well, actually, you want me to try to do it? If that doesn't work, you use your quasi thing, and if that doesn't work, then we fight him.
Well, I mean, I believe this is going to be our only roadblock for the day, prior to us being able to rest.
Who
So.
the fuck made off with my satchel? And there he is on stream.
I was pretty close.
Hey.
Pretty close.
You were.
So that's why it works.
Boss, we saw that thing when we left. He looks over and sees Lilura. Lilura, the one who spoke up was the one who you feared.
Good.
He and the 8 smaller bandits approach.
Oh, so it's not just one guy. Never mind. My fear tactics will not work. Because it works on one person at a time.
Alright, well...
He like uses his scimitar and stabs it into the table in the center of you guys. Where's my satchel?
Funny you would bring that up. We, actually sold it. Yeah, we sold it.
Oh, great. Then you're willing to pay in blood.
We don't have to pay in blood. We can, I'm sure, come to an arrangement. And you seem like a very reasonable person to me. How about you and I sit down and talk this out?
Unless you got my satchel, you're paying here right now. He says, grabbing the scimitar and pointing it to your guys' group. The other bandits clearly itching for a fight.
Looks like we're fighting.
I kick the table over.
Flip the table.
Uh,
Please give me a quick
you-
athletics check, and everyone make a dexterity to quickly, like, just set up into position properly.
We all make a dex check?
Gotcha.
Everyone but the person who's flipping the table. The person who's flipping the table is in athletics.
Okay, we're just gonna
Alright.
fight. Okay. Is it saving throw or just a straight dex check?
Just dex check.
Hey, I crit. So it's a 22 because
I
don't know
also
what it is.
crit.
Wow, I almost hit
Holy
21.
crap. Oh,
I
fuck.
rolled a
Oh,
natural
fuck.
one.
So, you guys all got behind the table successfully, but the natural one, you flipped up and actually flew to the other side of the table, while the rest of them are behind you and are behind the table that's behind you.
Oh, that's fine.
And now we roll for initiative.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my spells situated. Give me a second.
That is a 16 for initiative.
All right.
I don't think I get advantage on this.
I almost took improved initiative for a
And,
talent.
primarily because this tavern is not literally going to be visited for a while, and this is once again all of this is set up fairly short.
For a while.
Gotta take
Oh,
it
that's
back,
right.
okay.
The bandit leader has inspiration because the Jack Black did not want to take theirs.
I already had inspiration.
It's okay.
I got an
Oh, I see how
18
it
for
is.
initiative.
Beautiful.
Bandit has an. Yep. Oh boy. Well, at least I'm on the other side of the table with the rest.
Mhm.
Oh, this is fun for me.
Alright, so let's get ready to rumble. For the purposes of Theater of the Mind, it's understood that the bandit captain is right there in front of Lynn. The rest of you are immediately behind half cover, though in Namielle's case, it's half cover, though in Namielle's case it's 3/4 cover.
Yeah.
And in order to, it's not really too hard to go around the table to strike the captain, but the captain has his 8 bandits who look like they're ready to flank. Speaking of, bandits B and G are actually going in first. Going in to strike at Lynn.
Alright.
Swinging with their scimitars, the first bandit rolled a 22 to hit, and the second bandit rolled a
Oh, that's
17 to hit.
Those are both gonna hit.
Alright. You take a grand total of...
I'm gonna
2.
use my reaction to block one of those.
Awesome.
Using I have interception. I can roll a d10 plus 2, and I can subtract that damage.
Alright. The first damage was a 2, and the second damage was a 3.
I mean, I'll do that for other. I mean, whoever hit me first, I'll block that one.
Alright, perfect. You block 2 points damage and take the 3. So right now it's the bandit who's directly in front of you and the 2 bandits on your left and right side. It looks like the other 6 bandits are going to go and attack your allies. But luckily enough, Lilura, you get to go.
Awesome. I'm trying to remember what everything is. I'm gonna go ahead and sorry, is that a bonus action or is that an action? That's an action, okay. Oh, I just realized I could have done something. Okay, never mind. I am going to first, on the bandit leader, cast Hex.
Alright. You successfully have Hex the bandit leader.
I do.
Yep. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember. This is not a roll that they make, right? Or is it?
Oh
a
yeah,
roll
no, I
that-
just do it.
It's just concentration.
Oh, it just happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's very similar to the Hexblade. Like, this is why the Hexblade innately gets Hex as well, because they just both don't, like, one doesn't require concentration, the other does, and they both just auto-land.
Yeah, the X-Blade. The problem is
So-
all your smites require concentration, so you'd have to take the talent that lets you concentrate
Multitasking.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast on him.
Alright.
That's a 12 to hit.
That is not enough to hit the captain.
I'm gonna use my. Oh wait, you already told me. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Remember, you can re-roll if it's a fail or if the fail has been determined.
If it has?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, I'll do it.
Then this is consuming your inspiration, correct?
Yep, I just
Right.
unmarked it. Hey, there we go, 22.
Alright, a successful 22 lands.
Okay, so it's gonna be 1d4 plus 4.
1d10 plus 4.
1d10, yep, I can maths. 13, and then with my hex damage... So that was 13 radiant damage and 3 necrotic damage.
Alright. Bandit Captain is currently bruised.
Can never remember which is which.
Bruised is the first damage state. It's gonna go bruised, bloodied, then staggered.
Cool. And then I believe that's it because my familiar I can forego one of my own attacks to allow my familiar to make an attack.
Yes,
with
but
its
you
reaction.
did a spell casting instead. So it's really good
Yeah.
when you do hit abilities that allow you to attack multiple times in a turn. But
Yeah.
for now, it's no.
Cool.
Alright.
That's it then.
Alright. Spyro, you're up.
Okay, so the other bandits, how close are they to the bandit leader?
So we'll give it that the two bandits that went first are like diagonally to his left and to his right because they're all flanking Lynn, who has a table to his back.
Would you say they're 5 feet from him?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Aware that Lynn is
so
also within 5 feet of him.
That doesn't matter, because I was determining whether or not I use green flame blade or not.
Okay.
I get to choose the target, so I'm going to go ahead and curse him.
Okay. He's double cursed. Nice.
Hexblade cursed. Then I'm gonna go in and I'm going to green cantrip green flame blade.
Mhm.
Make a melee attack. So go ahead and make the melee attack. 12, which doesn't hit.
Nope.
And that's all I have inspiration, so I can go ahead and use that.
Yes, you can. Use a D8.
Oh, I just re-rolled. I got a 20.
That does strike.
That strikes. So go ahead. What? That is
Nice
6. That
damage.
is 18 damage, and then one of the bandits 5 feet take. No, you know what? No, we're going back to. I'm gonna smite him.
You're
Wrathful
gonna
smite.
him. Okay.
That's right. We're playing this like a paladin. 1d6, so an extra 4 damage. And then one of the bandits 5 feet from him, I think they're both perfectly healthy, takes 5 damage.
All right. Let me go ahead and give it to them. The bandit that you dealt 5 damage to is bruised, and the bandit captain
Okay.
is now bloodied.
Sweet. And that is my turn.
All right, nice job. Let's take a look. It's in the book. It is now Bandit C's turn. The bandit captain shouts over to the other bandit. Get rid of the warlocks. We don't have time for spellcasters in here. And so Bandit C is going to approach Lilura and Spyro. Could you guys please roll a d20? The lowest roll is who this bandit's gonna attack.
Sure thing, dude. Lilura's also gonna be like to one of them. Didn't I give you an anti-impotence potion at some point? She's just kind of throwing things out to try to make them frazzled. I got an 8, so they're going for me.
Okay, they're going for you.
We're gonna say for the sake of this is the bandit that you feared at one point, and so this is
Great.
their revenge.
And I just tried to put them on blast for something I definitely didn't do. So
100%. Looking a little blush, he's like, "Shut up!" and then proceeds to roll a 19 to hit you.
oh goodness, that hits.
2 points of damage though.
Oh, I just realized my Wrathful Smite is actually a little bit stronger because it's gated cast at 2nd level.
Wait,
Oh, well.
how many points of damage?
2.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, he needs to make a. Sorry, the bandit with the ref. They need to make a wisdom saving throw.
The
Or
bandit
he's
with the
frightened of
what?
me. The bandit captain needs to make a wisdom saving throw, or he's
100%.
frightened of me. The DC is 15.
The bandit captain is foregoing his reaction to reroll with the inspiration that chat gave.
Wow.
Rolled into a 17.
Yeah, I'll pass this.
Alright. And so it is now Lynn Cray and then Namielle after.
All right. So I got let's see. Do I have the bandit captain right in front of me, or is he a little ways from me?
The bandit captain is directly in front of you with a bandit on your left and a bandit on your right. And the table is like to your
Alright.
back.
Fantastic. And would you say 2 of these 3 are within 5 feet of each other?
100%.
Fantastic. I'm
Technically,
gonna look
the
at the
captain is within 5 feet of either of them, but neither of the smaller bandits are within 5 feet of each other.
Alrighty then.
I also
I'm
just
gonna
realized that I forgot to do part of my hex, was to give them disadvantage on ability checks. I'm gonna give them disadvantage on strength.
Okay. Go for it. Lynn?
Sorry, Tyler.
It's alright. So I'm gonna look at him and I say, I gave you the chance to talk to me. Now it's time for me to have some fun. And I'm gonna bite down on one of my teeth until it cracks, and I'm gonna spit my tooth like into his mouth and cacks, and that's how I cast a hex on him.
Okay. That's interesting. I like it.
Because
Wow.
body
He's
parts
like,
me just like
what's
this.
with all these fucking hexes?
So now there's yep, he is hexed, and I'm gonna use one attack. Attack him. I'm gonna try to go for a sweeping attack. We're gonna see if that hits first.
Let's see if you hit.
Oh my god. Well, that's a 14.
A 14 is not a hit.
Oh, right. I'm gonna do that now. Yeah, why not? Action surge. I'm gonna do that again.
Okay, go for it. Make it a second attack.
Come on, big money. All right, 20 until
A successful hit with the 20.
fantastic. I'm gonna use the superiority die, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn that attack to a sweeping attack. So I'm assuming a 20 hits either one of the gentlemen next to me.
Yes.
Right, I'm gonna go for.
One of the two is already damaged, in case you're wondering.
I probably would have gone for him first, but that would have missed. So I'm gonna switch around and go for the.
Okay.
So let's see. I'm gonna roll damage to another creature within 5 feet of this one. Equal to the number rolled in the spirit. Okay, so first I'm gonna do the damage to the captain, which is gonna be a D6 plus. Oh wow! All right, max. So that's 11 plus the hex, which I believe is another D6.
Mhm.
Yes, and I think we'll just do dexterity checks for him. He has disadvantage on dexterity checks. 3, so that's 3. What is that? Necrotic damage? Yeah, 3 necrotic and 11 damage. And then the other guy, he's going to take, I believe he just takes, not the full attack, just the die. I'm gonna roll that now. He takes, the other guy takes 6 points.
And from the two bandits that you were to your left and to your right, were you damaging the one that was already damaged or no?
I feel like the first attack I would have tried to go for a sweeping attack, but if I missed, which I did, I would have swung around and gone the other way.
I see what you're saying. Okay,
way.
so I'm going to go ahead and damage the other.
Perfect.
The
And
other,
just
who you
double-checking.
now dealt 6 points damage, is bloodied.
Fantastic.
So, would that be it for your turn?
Equal to the number rolled. Yes, it looks like he does take just that die.
All right,
Yes,
I'll let you know
good.
now.
Yep, that
The
is-
bandit captain is staggered. And now it's Namielle's turn, which means that after Namielle is the bandit captain and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these bandits.
That's
Okay.
fine. I'm
All right. I'll
In case you are wondering,
ca-
I think the only person who's missing health is Lynn, and Lynn is just missing 3 health.
Yeah, he doesn't need healing right now. He's fine. Okay, so I'll just cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Okay. Spiritual weapon casts as a bonus action, meaning that your next action can either be used on a cantrip or a regular attack roll.
think I'll use a cantrip. I'll use Toll of the Dead on the bandit leader.
All right. Here, first, go ahead and roll your spiritual weapon because it's in the casting that you also swing with it.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I could summon it with anywhere within 60 feet, right?
You
I'll
and
summon
it's
it.
in the casting, and on subsequent turns as a bonus action, you can swing it as well and move it.
Okay, I'll summon it near the bandit leader.
Okay.
No hit him.
Go for it.
Alrighty. Oof. Hey, that straight up misses, huh? A 9.
A 9 does miss. However, though, you're told the dead is now going to have to go through.
Okay.
Let's see. This wisdom save, right?
Yeah, 14.
They ended up rolling a 9.
Wow.
And because they are missing health, rather than a lone D8, it upgrades to a D12 of damage.
Very cool. That's 6 damage.
The bandit captain is still staggered. Would that be it for your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Bandit H, who is going to accompany the bandit that was on Lilura, is going to join on in and swing their scimitar at you. Rolling a 21 to hit Lilura.
Of course that hits.
This one does a whopping 6 damage.
Oh lord, that is a lot.
Mhm.
For little old me.
And then from there is now the captain's turn. The captain is doing his 3-hit multi-attack on you, Lynn.
Oh, that's fine. That's just fine.
The first attack roll is a 16.
Oh, that's a miss.
The second attack roll, oh shit, is an 8.
That's a miss.
And the final attack roll was a natural 20 with their dagger.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
This does a grand total of 9 points of damage in a single stabbing.
Alright, I'm gonna use my reaction to intercept that and roll a d10 plus 2 and try to see if I can reduce that. I rolled 5, 6, that's 5 plus 2, that's 7.
So 9 minus 7, you only end up taking 2 points of damage from his critical hit.
Alright.
And now, bandits D and E are going to flank Spyro, running around to swing at them. 18, Spyro.
I'm gonna cast shield.
Alright. What is your AC now?
My AC is 17 plus 5, 22.
Alright. And then bandit E rolled a 12. And finally,
Miss.
bandits F and H hear an order from the captain. It's a fucking whole party of casters. They ain't welcome in these parts. You two, kill the goblin. And so, bandits F rolled a 17 to hit you, Namielle.
It misses.
And bandit H rolled a 9 to hit you, Namielle.
He misses too.
Back at the top of the order with the 2 bandits that are next to Lynn. This is a 12 to hit, followed by a 19 to hit.
The 19 does hit.
And the 19 ended up only doing 2 more points of damage to you.
Oh, big damage.
Alright.
I know, right? They're actually doing pretty bad on their rolls right now. So,
Man.
Lilura, it is your turn, and I'll let you know this now. The bandit captain, though out, looks like they're already planning their escape. Like they're gonna leave their crew to clean up the rest.
We can't have that, now can we? I'm going to go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast on him again.
Please roll to hit.
I'm rolling to hit. That is a 17 to hit.
A 17 successfully strikes.
Oh, good. So I'm going to go ahead and use that damage. I also would like to point out that my accent has changed to fully British now.
I know, right?
So that is 9
Force
9
damage.
radiant damage, and then force damage. Thank you. And then I'm just so used to radiant damage.
I know, right?
3 necrotic.
You have slain the captain in this splash.
Oh, good. Well,
Oh man, I should have done that. He would have came back as a spirit if I killed
well,
Nice.
I say to him, welcome to Oops All Spellcasters, bitch.
him.
Language.
Oh, sorry, dearie. And then I'm gonna go ahead and transform into my form of dread just so I can get some extra hit points as my bonus action, and then I'll use the other cool stuff if it comes back to me.
With the bandit captain dealt with, all of the bandits look to each other worried and look like they're willing to surrender.
Oh, that's quite good, isn't it?
Raising their hands up, as the like raising their hands, and clearly like just at like any moment they can be dropping their weapons.
Well, it's my turn. Do I want to just kill them, or do I want to let them live?
Oh,
We haven't taken a
I
lot
mean,
of damage.
You have not.
Well, here's the thing, Spyro. You can have them run out and tell stories of your
You're right.
excellent.
I'm assuming you all are going. So I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna put my blade to one of their throats. I'm like, I'm assuming you all are going to surrender. If that is the case, I suggest you drop all your weapons, gold, and other essentials on the ground and pack and leave immediately.
Please roll
I'll do
8 d4s, Spyro.
8 d4s.
The Bandit King is.
I don't know
or
if this
the
is
Bandit
something-
leader's down, right?
Bandit
Huh?
leaders down.
23.
23. You obtain 23 silver from all their pockets as they flee and drop their weapons.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
The bandit captain
what
had a scimitar, a dagger, and studded leather.
Ooh,
I think I
That's
can
cool.
actually use this side of leather.
I also could, but
Just
go
one.
ahead if you want to.
Just one. Or does everybody drop theirs?
No.
Did everybody
The
have
bandit
to do
captain is
it,
the
or
only
just
person who
one?
had the studded leather, and he's the one who's literally on the floor dead, whereas the other ones managed to drop their weapons, their money, and leave.
Yeah, they didn't strip.
And as for the captain,
I'm gonna grab
Lynn being the closest one, please roll 3d6.
3d6. Got you. All right, and with that, I might actually try something here in a second, but let me get back to the page. D6. 1, 2, 3. 12 in total.
The captain actually had 12 gold.
Ooh,
So we got 100 gold from the. How are we divvying that up again? Is that all 100 each? Or...
No, it's 100 in total. So it would
100
be
gold, so
20. It
25
would be
each.
25 to each you, and 12 by 4 is 3. So each of you just add 28 gold to your inventories.
Oh, we get 28 gold. Cool.
Plus, you can
So there
choose
was
how you wish
also
to
what we
divvy up
got.
to 23.
There was also what we got paid earlier, is that right?
That's
That was the
that's
28.
what, that's
That
what
was-
we're referring
yeah.
to the 25.
Okay, so
25?
it's 3 more gold. for
That was
me.
28.
So no, it's 25 from the payment earlier. 3 gold from what the captain dropped divvied up. So 3 plus 25. Every single one of you in total got 28 gold. There's 23 silver, but you guys can figure out how to divvy that up.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's basically 2 gold. So. Let's just have. I don't know. I guess we just have someone hold on to it, and then if someone needs it.
I mean, I don't mind holding on to some extra funds if
Go ahead, take the 2 gold.
you take the 2 gold.
You can take the 2 gold.
I'll take the 2 gold just in case. We'll add that to a group fund.
Yeah, we'll just
2
a
gold
group fund.
fund.
And so, when you guys run out, one of the patrons kind of goes over, and you notice this patron very well dressed for this small town, like almost like a suit, like very much suit and tie. They immediately start going up and taking a tape measure and like measuring up your guys' height, your width.
I
What
feel
are you doing?
Spyro is very used for this, so he's just doing it. In fact, rattling off some
Hmm.
numbers. My horns are actually 6 inches. Above average, thank you very much.
Jesus
Excuse
Christ.
me. What? May
Oh,
I?
excuse. This is
help
not
you?
good etiquette.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just try to get ahead of the business.
What business?
Coffin making.
Oh,
Isn't that a Back to the Future 3 reference?
It's a bit of that. I like Rango's. I like Rango's like morbid like measurement system when you realize it's for the coffin, not for his suit.
Mm-hmm. Well then, I slap him and try to frighten him. I'm offended, and I'm in my form of dread, so I can frighten him and make him run away.
Easy. Like a willing will like we'll say just backing off. Look, it ain't my fault. You guys picked the wrong people to mess with.
I think they picked the wrong people to mess. I think they are the ones who picked the wrong people.
I don't think you quite understand, sir.
And what don't we understand?
You messed with his squad. One
Who's-
of his squads.
He messed with my band.
Oh, do we have to be the band?
We're the band. We're the band.
How do I put this?
Yes, but
We're
I don't
not
want
the
to
band.
push on people who like stop.
We're whoops, too many casters. The
We're
band.
whoops all casters,
The band.
not a band.
No, I don't think you quite understand. You're now walking targets from Silvertongue.
who is Silvertongue?
Yeah, who the?
Silvertongue owns the land, and more importantly, is known as the King of the Desert.
Oh,
And how far does his King of the Desert title carry?
As far
in the desert.
as far as those 8 bandits you just let run out.
Shit. Well
Well,
then,
luckily they didn't catch any of our names.
They don't have to.
yes, but how many other hags in training, shadow people, satyrs, and goblins have you seen in these parts?
I mean, with some concealment, I think we'll do fine. And you'd be surprised the power a name actually has.
If I may, actually, there is one issue. They do know one of your names. Everyone in the bar looks over at Spyro.
Oh yeah, I do kind of tell my name. I'm a famous musician. My name's kind of public knowledge.
I don't believe it. I thought I was finally going to settle down in this town, away from all of the bullshit of my family, start my witching practice, and now I have to run away again.
No. I mean, you're in at least good hands from what we saw. So long as those Yanti are around, Silvertongue won't touch you. As long as they're
Yes.
around.
That's great.
As long as they're
Yeah.
around, so we have to.
Speaking of which, what are they up to currently?
Great. Either snuggle up with people that we don't trust, or walk around with no allegiance and we gon' probably die or get our throats slit in public.
Oh, God. So.
So the cough maker. So can I continue my measurements or what?
No,
I look
you
at him again in form of dread, and
cannot.
I'm like, get the away.
And he goes running.
And my
In fact, give me a
wisp, whose
tape
name I
measure,
already
I'm gonna take
forgot.
that from you.
Oh, sorry, one more time?
No, I was saying like, in fact, give me your tape measure. I'm taking that away from you.
Oh,
Alright,
yes.
He's not
easily
looking
easily
at it.
dropping it aside for you.
Thank you. I'm gonna take that.
Zeno, what did you say my wisp's
Thraxor,
name was?
destroyer of worlds.
Can you spell that?
Thrax, Thraxor. Thraxor.
Destroyer of worlds.
took the Undertaker's measure tape. Why?
So we can see that my horns are above average, clearly.
You'd be surprised how much. Oh, you'd be surprised how much power comes from someone's belongings. Could just have a few knickknacks lying around here and there.
You are full of mysteries, Lynn.
Well, you're one to speak. I noticed a little shadow floating over your shoulder a little
Yes,
while ago.
that's
Something you want to talk
my-
about?
My haunted in so many ways of the word, and I'm frankly quite sick of it. But Orcus has decided that the one who is haunting me the most and following me around is now chained to my debt as my familiar.
Hi.
Yes, Thraxor. Everyone Thraxor.
Fear
me,
me,
by
I am
the way-
Fear me, I am destroyer of worlds.
By the way, my sword just disappears into thin air. Fun fact.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I think your sword just ran away. I think it.
Oh no, it's right here, and I pull it out of thin air,
Nice.
and then I put it back in.
Oh, that's a neat trick.
It's
You'll
a pretty
show me
cool
how to
trick,
do
right?
that.
It's a pretty cool trick.
Oh.
Your patron gives you good, cool tricks. Mine thinks it's funny to haunt me constantly for my family's mistakes. But here we are. We probably should seek refuge for the night. I do have a ramshackle little place on the outskirts of town that I was trying to set up as my witch's hut. And seeing as we leave in the morning with the auntie, we can possibly crash there. I can grab what few belongings I have there and we can leave.
Well, I don't have anything I'm tied to. I'm ready to go whenever everybody else is.
Yeah, I have. I mean, for the inner trainer, I have the feature by popular demand. I can always find a
You
inner
are gonna.
tavern.
No, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go somewhere and stay hidden.
Yes, I do have to agree with Lynn there that you are the one drawing the most attention to this party at the moment.
Fine, I guess I could go into hiding and put on my disguise kit.
I think
sounds
that'd
good.
be the best,
Mhm.
just for your safety.
Oh, and little Namielle,
Yeah?
we can go find the small child whose bracelets we recovered earlier on the way to my shack. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
Excellent. Just so we're all on the same page, you also will have to go into hiding with us, lest you be hunted down by this silver tongue we are hearing so much about.
Again, I feel like we're all pretty weirdos in this town, so they will all recognize all of us just because they know my name. Doesn't mean like I'm the only one they're hunting.
Yes.
We are like there's two Fays and you're an undead Aasimar and we're with a goblin. Like they're gonna know where we are,
Oh yeah. So
like who we are.
hey,
Like there's no like I can
at
hide
least-
myself.
at least there's one thing to not to worry
I
about.
mean,
So long as you
I can
guys
hide myself for a little while as well. I have ways I can blend into a crowd if I need be.
Mhm. And hey, you guys are gonna go into the desert. At least out there, you know, to find a group of people in the desert is like finding a needle in a haystack. There's so much of the desert to comb. But
So they said that as long as we're with the Antine, that they won't mess with us. So let's
Yes.
just go with the Antine.
yeah, so the Undertaker didn't divulge any more situation as they were scared away. So for now, you just understand that being with the untrustworthy Yanti is probably your best bet. Sad as that is. So
Well, do
It
we
is-
wait till tomorrow to tell them, or do we want to tell them now?
if anything, we'll probably have to worry about telling them next time, because that is
Yeah.
where we're going to go
That's
ahead and get this off for
true.
today's session. Thank you everyone so much for tuning on in. It's been a pleasure having you all join us for today's adventure. If you enjoyed today's content and want to support what we do, feel free to follow and subscribe on Twitch for any stream notifications, possible chance to participate in even content polls. Follow the Twitter, check out the TikTok, join the Undead Legion Discord, and for any VODs, such as today's episode, check out the Xenolich YouTube channel. Before we head out, we're actually going to do a little bit of a raid. It's been a while since we've done a raid, so I'm going to go ahead and I saw this one channel that says The Curse of Stradzee, so I'm like, oh, we have to go with that. That's a classic D&D tale. So, we're gonna go ahead and give him a nice little raid, say a little hi, and see if we'll stick around. Who sticks around? But we will see you all next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
The raid is, let's see, we are getting ready to raid in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raid.
We get another talent at level 3, yes? Or is that level 4?
Yeah, level 3.
Level 3?
I don't fully understand it, but
Oh.
Hold on.
Do I get Hexblade Metal, which I can reroll any saving throw against spells, but I already have advantage
Welcome
against
in,
all spells?
Raiders Xenolich. How you doing today? We were just finishing up, getting ready to end. I was looking at some level up stuff for my character. But hey, welcome in.
I think I
Great
was
to see you.
using
How you
one of
doing
my
today? Thanks
things
for
wrong.
bringing your community by. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. We
Which
just
thing?
finished our session.
Well, so
Oh,
I took
man.
the fighting style
well, hey,
Interception. Okay, I gotta get
Let me go ahead and do
voice out of the way.
something real quick.
I took Interception,
I'm
which
gonna be raiding us over into our DM's game here in a second, and my shoutouts don't work. I forgot that my bot is broken.
Rip.
No.
Oh, no.
It'll
Raiders
blow up
up
them.
there, and that's who just DM'd our game. I'm sorry you popped in right at the end, and there's not really much left to see. But I really
Oh, we've
appreciate it.
cool.
Thanks for
Fucked
coming
up
on
bad,
by.
man.
We fucked up bad, and also I
So
love that
you
it started as like we all had the all of us except for Namielle, all were like
if you're interested
for
in
some
hanging
reason
out,
very
with,
heavily
the
having
community,
swindler
then I'll say the
energy.
thing is going to be doing probably a few more hours of stream.
I love
with,
that.
a few other
3
players, so,
manipulators and
do
one
stick
poor
around for
little
that.
holy
I'm gonna
person.
just-
Oh,
So
man.
funny.
things are
It's
running
so
good
funny.
for
Well, I
us.
also
I'm gonna just send
I
us
don't
over
think
there.
Lilura is really a manipulator. She's just trying to be cool.
Welcome
She's very
in.
bad at it, as you
Follow.
can see
It
with
says
her
you've been easing
shouting
back,
at
'cause I
her
haven't changed
locket.
any of my fucking notifications yet,
Like, you
so-
think you're funny?
Hope you enjoy the new world you've
So,
been sent to.
It's just
So-
funny.
Of course, I'll be sure to keep an eye out.
No, I
for
love
you.
it. Yeah, I think I used
love it, thank
Interception
you.
wrong.
We play
'cause,
strong
I thought I
every
read it differently.
Tuesday.
Apparently,
We
I can only
start
use
at
Interception
roughly
when it's targeting
7:30 p.m.
someone
PST.
else.
That's our goal.
other
It
than
usually ends
me.
up being like 8.
So that was
something
my
like that,
bad. I
'cause
thought I
we're
read
all
that to where I could
talkative
actually
and
like use
chatty,
a
and we
reaction
don't
to
like to
block a
stop talking
blow,
if we
which is
can.
weird because
We have a problem.
you would think that you would be able to do that
Anyways,
with
let me go
when
ahead
you
and
have a
queue up
shield
that,
or a weapon,
raid.
but I guess it's
Mhm.
not
See, I
like
can do it.
It's
so-
weird. There's a couple like weird things.
So. With your permission, I misread that. Can I change my fighting style? Because I thought I read that.
Raid's going.
I think. I mean, I
Issue
do want.
4
I
games a
mean,
week. That's pretty.
I could just go with
pretty
superior
rad. I only play
technique
in
and
this
just
one,
pick up
but I run one
another
on Saturdays.
5. Oh, you know
but
what?
yeah,
I think
thanks for coming by.
Perry
We're doing
is
our
one
raid
of them.
now. Let's go ahead and.
Oh
see.
yeah,
think I was-
Perry is
Yeah,
that.
Parry's good. Defense, I think, is just like a plus
Yeah.
1 AC.
Yeah. So I'll do fighting
Uh,
style. I'll do superior technique, and I'll pick up another thing. But the problem is, it won't let me
1, 2, or
pick
3, yeah.
another one. I'm not sure how to do that. I might just have to write that down in my notes. Okay. Yeah. Well, that was all.
All right.